Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Burford Field here on the campus of Lindsay High School. The Leopards are back home tonight. The 28-mile Rumble Trophy on the line as the Purcell Dragons are in the house to take on the Lindsay Leopards. Both teams coming in 3-1 on the season. This is going to be a big game tonight. My name's Greg Peary. Glad you joined us here. My partner, Glenn Shoemate. Glenn, this is going to be a big battle here tonight. We've seen this Purcell team. We know what this is going to be like.
Yeah, and it's going to be a battle of wills because both teams have really potent offenses and both teams have really potent defenses. So it's going to be who imposes their will on the other.
There you go. Well, we're going to take a really quick time out here on our First National Bank pregame show. We've got a special guest here in the press box with us, and Glenn is going to visit with the head coach of the Lindsay Leopardette softball team, and Coach Dan Edwards. Some very exciting news coming from the Lindsay softball team. So we'll have more of that coming up right after this quick time out. You are listening to the First National Bank pregame show from Burford Field right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back here at Burford Field, and we're here with Coach Dan Edwards. And Coach kind of had a big game today, and want to talk about that game. You guys played in the regional tournament for the fourth year in a row, and this was the first year you got a host because you were district champions this year. And kind of tell us what happened today.
Well, yesterday we came out and won both games, which puts us in the driver's seat. Had two teams play this morning. They had to come out and beat us twice today, and ended up playing Lexington and came out. The girls played really well. We jumped out early and ended up with a run rule win, 11-0, which sends us to the state tournament, which I think, as far as I'm told, is the first time in fast pitch that we've ever been there.
It is the first time in fast pitch, and so congratulations, Coach, to you and your team, and super job this year. And we are excited that for your team and the opportunity that they're going to get to go play next week at,
I believe it's at ASA.
At ASA Hall of Fame Stadium. So whenever you can play at a Hall of Fame stadium, it's always got to be good.
That's right. You must have done something well if you're playing out there. So I think the girls will be excited about it.
Well, we know some of the qualifiers. Comanche actually won, and they're in the state tournament. Comanche finished second in our district. Very tightly fought. That was you guys split, but you beat them worse than they beat you.
Correct.
So you were the district champions, but Comanche. Tell you how tough our district is. They traveled to Perry and beat the 32-7 Perry team on their home field. So kudos to our district. Kind of shows you how tough our district was. Washington qualified as well. North Rock Creek finished second in the Washington district. They beat out Chandler, who was the district champion. I'm not sure of the other four teams. These are district champions that went 2-0 yesterday, but could not find their score today. But Tishomingo, Haskell, Sperry, and Kiefer all were in the driver's seat with one win to go to state. So
yes, and I believe all of those finished it off except for Sperry. They got beat twice today, and I believe Morris won that one. So I think Morris will be the 8th qualifier.
Oh, wow. So kind of tell us when the brackets are going to come out and how the games work up there.
Yeah, so on Monday, the brackets should be out. I don't know what time of the day. Sometimes it's around noon, sometimes it's closer to 4, but by the end of the day, Monday, we should know. And we do know we play on Thursday for sure. We'll play on Thursday pending any weather, but hadn't rained hardly at all, so I don't think that'll be a problem. But we will play Thursday. We just don't know what time of the day, and it's an 8-team single elimination. So we play Thursday. You win Thursday. You play one game Friday. You win Friday. You play in the state championship on Saturday. So that's kind of the format, and there'll be, I believe, while ours is going on there at ASA, they have 4 fields going on at the same time. It'll be the Class B, Class A, Class 2A, and Class 3A state tournaments all going together.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of softball and a lot of fun to go up there to such a storied venue and get the opportunity to play. Just excited for our kids and our school and our community. I think they're really behind you guys in the student section today. Wow, that's all I could say.
It was incredible. Something like this doesn't happen if you don't have good support throughout from the administration, being behind us. And like you said, we have really good cohesiveness with our coaching staffs. Coach Hembry was incredible. He came out and helped me paint the L's in the outfield we were up here till 9:30. He's out here helping me, and he made it a point to make sure that those football players could get there and be a part of the student section today. And it's just the culture between all the sports is just unbelievable right now. Everybody's very supportive. Everybody wants the other wants to do well, and you can't it can't be measured, but it is very important. And like you said, the community too. I mean, we've had lots of the bleachers. I think Mr. Ferguson said this week was the first time he realized that we didn't have enough bleachers at the softball field. There were so many people there wanting to come and support the girls, and it was very loud. It was the loudest softball game I've ever been a part of.
Yeah. Well, I was there today and yesterday, and it was loud and it was fun. It was really a fun atmosphere, and the girls responded. You guys have had a great year. You finished 28-12 in the regular season so far this season, and you kind of got off to a slow start, though. Mm-hmm. You guys were 5-7, had kind of a tough go at the Ripley tournament, and the Murray County Bash played some really tough teams, but really started playing well, and it really came to fruition, I think, in the Southwest shootout. You guys finished third in that. I think it was third.
I believe fourth.
Fourth.
Yes.
Finished fourth. Yeah. That tournament down there, and how many teams are in that?
26 is what started.
26, and you can talk to softball coaches all over this part of the state, and they will tell you if you can get to Saturday on that, you got a chance to be in the state tournament, because it's such a tough tournament. And you guys actually played 3 games on that Saturday, so you were there a long time on that Saturday.
It was a long weekend, that's for sure.
Yep. Well, Coach, we really look forward to coming up and supporting the team. I'm hoping that we get to live stream it with our live stream up there, and we'll have to see about the facilities and such if they'll allow it. But we really wish you the best, and good luck on the state tournament.
Thank you, and thank everybody who came out and was a part of it. Not just today, but yesterday too. It meant a lot to me and to the girls, I know.
Yep. One last thing, you guys are kind of young, right?
Yeah. We've got Cameron and Chloe. Yeah. And that's it. So, a lot of these girls be back next year. It'd be invaluable experience for them going through this year, and it'd be exciting again. You don't want to look forward, especially when you make the state tournament for the first time. You kind of got to live in the moment, make sure that everybody soaks it up and gets to know what that feels like, and then then we'll hopefully start. We can worry about it next year after that. But yeah, we are pretty young.
Yeah, and growing up, you were in the state tournament just in the fall and the spring, playing at Verdon,
right?
Playing for your dad,
right?
So you definitely know what that's about and what that takes to go year in and year out. So we're really excited to have you here, Coach. That's what I wanted to get to. So.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's been great. Like I said, the support from the community and the administration and everybody has been incredible. So, a huge kudos to those guys. And makes our job easier. We just get out of the way and let the girls take care of it, and they do a great job. So.
Yep. Okay. Well, again, good luck on the state tournament, and go Leopardettes.
That's right.
Hey, we will send it over to JD for a couple of commercials, and then we will be back with the First National Bank pregame coaches show here on KBLP Live.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Hey, well, good evening and welcome back to the First National Bank pregame show here at Burford Field. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here. Again, congratulations, Coach Dan Edwards and the Lindsay Leopardettes. First trip to the state tournament for the fast pitch team. That's impressive. I'm excited.
Yep, district champions, regional champions, and see if we can add to it. At least we're going to hang a banner for state qualifiers anyway.
There you go. Hey,
great job by those girls.
Let's put a state champion right there next to that too.
I'll
take that. So let's go back and talk a little football now. We kind of teased this a little bit about this game between these two teams, and again the Jackson Bridwell State Farm, the 28-mile Rumble Trophy on the line as Purcell comes in. This rivalry, it goes back a long ways, Glenn, and just I don't know how many years we can actually track it back. But I will say this, in the last 6 years, the Leopards have not beat the Dragons.
Right, and hopefully we can turn the tide. Coach Embry kind of talked about that. They seem to have our number, and so we really want to get that monkey off our back.
I'd like to break that streak. 2016, yes. The last time that the Leopards defeated Purcell, and so they look to do it here tonight, and again on their home field, which obviously will be a big help. Leopards played on the road last week. They took on a Comanche team that was banged up a little bit, had a couple of their good players out, and we know that. But at the same time, the Lindsay Leopards absolutely clicking on all cylinders last week. Came away with that huge win, 68-0. They defeat Comanche down there on their home field. And I think everybody that played got on the stat sheet. It was just a big game all the way around.
Yeah, and it was just total domination from the very start. And Coach Embry didn't even play his starters on offense the second half. It was 44-0 at halftime, and he only played his starting defense one series to start the second half, and then his starting defense didn't go back out there. So even the reserves came in and did very, very well and scored 28 points or 24 points on their own,
right.
24-0. So it was just domination from the start to the end.
Well, and you talk about, let's look at, first of all, Brody Raming, again, didn't play at all on offense second half, had 11 carries, 122 yards, and 2 touchdowns, had a 57-yard touchdown run in that. You go to Ty Ferguson, who carried the ball 7 times but ran 94 yards. He had a 39-yard touchdown run. And then you do talk about these guys, like Caden Klingman came in, and he ran 49 yards on 11 carries. 3 carries and 69 yards and 2 touchdowns for Dutton Taylor. Yep. I mean, these are guys that, again, have shown these are the guys that are coming in behind these starters, and they're showing what they're capable of.
Yeah, and it's exciting because those are the guys that are going to be out there in a year or two, starting from the start. So they have shown that they're very, very capable right now.
Right.
And so it's awesome that they get the opportunity to actually go out and show it in a game under the Friday night lights.
Well, talk about Purcell now. We got to see this Purcell team play Lexington a couple of weeks ago when the Leopards had their bye week, and Purcell comes in 3-1. They played Alva the first game of the season, and 6-point win in that game, but the Dragon defense had to come up with a goal line stand with 14 seconds left in the game to come away with that win. So that was an exciting game, but the only blemish on their record comes to Pauls Valley, just like for the Leopards. So both these teams 3-1. They've both lost to Pauls Valley, 45-27. The Panthers have defeated the Dragons in week 2, and then they come back. The Lexington game we covered, we know what that one was like. It was 51-6, and then they played Crooked Oak last week. 58-7 win over Crooked Oak. Very balanced. They had 207 yards rushing against Crooked Oak, had 212 yards passing in that game. Gallion was 14 of 18 for 207 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
We know how efficient Brody Gallion can be back there. And Boston Knowles, that was the guy that, in all honesty, scares me more than anything in this game from this Dragon team. He had 113 yards on 10 carries. And in fact, Cash Guthmuller, we talked about him in that Lex game too. He leads them on defense, had 11 tackles in that game. And back to the Lexington game, 341 yards rushing on that game, 302 through the air. Gallion was 12 of 16, 302 yards, had 3 touchdowns in that game. So you've got to be able to cover both angles of this Dragon team. Gallion, with his core of receivers out there, can throw it all over the place. But then you've got Boston Knowles back there, who is absolutely probably the quickest, fastest back I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and he gets outside, and he is really good. They also have number 5, which is Riker Fink, and Riker Fink will come in, and he's kind of the ground and pound guy, and hits it up the middle when on short distance. But they get Knowles in any kind of space, whether it's by the pass or by the run, and he's got jetpacks on. I have not seen a guy that fast in a long, long time on a football field.
I've described more than once watching him on a jet sweep where he just kind of coasts out across till he decides to cut upfield. And when he makes that cut, before you realize he's made the cut, he's 15 yards downfield. It just seems like he is that quick, and he's impressive. And I was just blown away with his ability. So the Leopards are going to have to shut him down, and then at the same time you got to shut down Gallion and those 3 passing team too. So we're just about ready for the national anthem from the pride of Lindsay, who is on the field right now. So we're going to send it over to JD, and we'll take a time out here. JD, are we covering the national anthem? No. Okay. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back right after this. You are listening to live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay! Jake Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Welcome back to Burford Field in the First National Bank pregame show here. The Purcell Dragons and Lindsay Leopards set to do battle here in just over 8 minutes now before kickoff. Glenn, we've talked about softball tonight. We've talked a little football tonight. We need to say a congrats and some kudos to the Lindsay cheer as well. They competed last week in state competition and placed 3rd, if I remember right.
Right.
So, hey, kudos to our cheerleader corps as well. Tell you what, Lindsay has talent just about everywhere you look.
Yeah, and got a strong academic team. FCA is doing well. Our ag program is up and coming. We've got a brand new STEM lab that is just awesome. So lots of great things happening at Lindsay Schools, and it's always fun when the kids get engaged in their success and they're supporting each other and the community supporting them like Lindsay does. It's just a fun place to be right now.
Well, and I think it's impressive, and it shows today, the football team, the support that they provided to the softball girls today in the student section over here. And I heard, again, when Coach Edwards was talking about it, the loudest that he's ever had a fan base be. The student section was just unbelievable.
Yeah, they were, and it was fun to watch. They were kind of at the start engaging with the Lexington student section, and then in about the second inning, the Lexington student section realized that they couldn't compete. But the Lindsay student section never stopped.
Never slowed down.
From the first pitch to the last one, they were just awesome. So it was a great place to be and great atmosphere for the girls to play in.
Well, again, congrats to all of our Lindsay competitors, regardless of what sport or what extracurricular you might be in. I guess just about it, like I said, everywhere you look, the Leopards and Leopardettes are doing great all the way across the spectrum, so we appreciate that. And, of course, all the efforts of the coaches and the teachers who are making that happen as well. You got to give the credit to those that are leading that way too.
Right. And parents are a big part of that too, because they support the programs and they support the kids and let the coaches coach and do things right, and that's what happens is they become successful, and it's fun to watch.
Well, I think we're going to take a quick break here. I need to do some starting lineups, but I think we need to do some personnel changes here. I need to say thank you, of course, to Brianna Miller back at our studios. I don't ever think to remind everyone how much she does getting this production on the air as well back at this station on the radio. So if you're tuned in on KBLP 105.1 FM, Brianna is responsible for that. So a big thank you to Brianna for making sure that happens and keeping us going back there. J.D. Scruggs over here on the computer, and Andrew Lyon up on the camera. Paige Sutherland, who who also works behind the scenes on our scenes and graphics for our broadcast. So again, a big thank you to all of you, and you too, Glenn. You do all right.
You do too.
And of course,
yeah.
none of us would be here if it wasn't for Kevin Scruggs.
Right.
So we got to thank Kevin and Jason
Yeah.
Wallenberg as well.
And, don't forget about Paige and all she does behind the scenes with all the graphics and.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We talked about Paige and all the graphics. That's true. That's true.
All the cool stuff that you see popping up here, the videos, the pregame video and stuff like that. That's a combination of Andrew and Paige. So.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, right now we're going to do a personnel change. I think JD is going to go surprise his son. They're going to put the dads, I think, down here while the guys run out on the field. So, JD is going to go down so he can watch Aiden come out of the tunnel here in a minute, and Andrew's going to take over on the computer. Pray for us that it all goes well. But we're going to come back after this timeout. We'll give you starting lineups, get you ready for the start of this one right after this. You're listening to the First National Bank pregame show right here on KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter. The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
We're back. I was not ready. We're back here. I told him I'll be ready when you are. I was not ready. I'm trying to get my lineups ready to go here. But let's talk a little bit about the starting lineups for these two teams. The coin toss happening out on the field, so Glenn will keep up with that for us as the captains are there for that. But let's talk about first for the Purcell Dragons and some of the guys that we know that we'll see out there for them. At quarterback will be a number he is wearing number 6, Brody Gallion. I went blank on that. Brody Gallion is a senior and, again, very talented quarterback and can run the ball as well. We've already talked about their running back, number 25. That is Boston Knowles, and he's just a sophomore, Glenn. That's what makes that even more scary. Yeah. And then at wideouts, we'll see number 10 is Jose Tarango. Also at wideout, number 13, Jose Ochoa. Somebody around here might be familiar with Jose Ochoa.
Yep.
And then we'll also see who am I missing here? Number
Lincoln.
12 is Lincoln Eubank. Mike Eubank from where?
Cape Cod, Massachusetts.
Cape
Shout
Cod?
out,
Yeah.
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Mike, and I think Gredeman may be up there with him
Doyle?
or something.
Why would he take
I don't know. Anyway, Doyle's not here tonight either. Michael Holden's in here on the microphone, and I think I've already had 3 people come up here and complain about Michael and his talking. But we'll also see, and you mentioned Riker Fink, number 5, may come in at running back as well. We've seen him, what he can do there. And talk about some of those guys up front for them. Number 50 is Jake Scott. He's also a senior. Number 53, Rowan Ardrey. He is also a senior. Carter Goldston is number 54. He is a junior. And then Jace Clary, senior, is number 56. Number 69, Brendan Bacon. And he is also a senior up there on that offensive line. The head coach for the Purcell Dragons is Tracy Scott. He's assisted by Scott Ward, Kurt Gray, Cole Sharp, Brian McCaleb, and Camden Patterson. Again, 3-1 on the season for the Purcell Dragons. The Lindsay Leopards are going to start this way, and they will be without the services of Bentley Kessler tonight. So at center will be number 64, Bo Blankenship. He's a 5'10", 262-pound senior. At left tackle, number 57, Owen Simonton, a 5'9", 211-pound senior. At left guard is number 60, Aaron Rivera, 5'9", 231-pound junior. At right tackle, number 63, Tommy Cunningham. Cunningham is a 5'9", 183-pound senior. And at right guard, number 62, Levi Smith, 5'10", 266-pound junior. The quarterback will be number 1, Brody Ramming, 6'2", 198-pound junior. Back to running back, number 8, Jacob Vaughn, 5'8", 198-pound junior. Number 20, Andon Register at wide receiver, 6'3", 175-pound senior. Seth Padilla, number 25, 6', 191-pound senior, takes the place of Kessler. Price Stubblefield, number 26, is a 5'10", 178-pound junior. And at the H-back, number 28, Shane Jones, 6'1", 196-pound junior. They're kicking off. Let's get to start. And Purcell's kicking off. Did they win the toss, or did the Leopards win there?
The Leopards won the toss, and they elected to receive, and Purcell will kick off from east to west.
And this is a short line drive kick, and it is snagged. That is number 5 for the Leopards, Tanner Curry, who drags that one down, and the Leopards will have great field position right off the bat. We saw a different kicker when they played Lexington, and in fact, we had to track down who that was. But they used number 16 was Colt Taylor, who was kicking off there tonight for the Dragons. But the Leopards will get the ball 1st and 10. To start this ball game, they'll start at their own 43-yard line.
Yep. Here we go.
Yep. Two-back set, two wide receivers to the right. Hand off. That is Vaughn going around the left side, breaks a tackle, gets to midfield, and that's where he'll be brought down. Number 1, Austin Burton on the tackle.
Yep. Great job right there, breaking the tackle, running hard, protecting the ball, and good first down run, and brings up 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3, 7-yard gain on that exactly. So again, they'll go with the two-back set. Padilla and Stubblefield split right. Fake the handoff. Ramming keeps it himself. Cuts across the 50 down to the 46 of Purcell. That should be enough for the first down. 4 yards on the run there from Brody Ramming.
Yeah, and that was Jose Ochoa there on the tackle, grabbed him by the ankles as he ran by, and he was the first to make contact. But good run, good read right there. That was a read from Brody, and picked up the first down of the game.
So now Padilla, Stubblefield, and Register are all 3 split right. Vaughn, the lone setback, sits to the left of Ramming as he works from the shotgun. 1st and 10 to Purcell 46. Now Vaughn moves over to the right. And the quick wide receiver screen out there for, I believe that's Padilla. And it'll be a short gain of maybe about 4 on the play. And double check the receiver here if that was Padilla or if that was Stubblefield. And it looks like it actually was Stubblefield. In fact, lost his helmet on it, and he'll have to come out for one play. And that'll bring in number 23 for the Leopards, and that is Manuel Aguero.
Yeah, and he was brought down out there by number 11, Ty Jasperson. He was very active in that Lexington game.
2nd down is 6, 4 yards on the reception for Stubblefield. Faked it, and right up the middle goes Ramming, and he gets met head on as he goes through the line. He'll get across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Yep, coming up from the bottom of the pile there was Brendan Bacon, defensive lineman for Purcell. And that'll bring up the first 3rd down for the game.
Call it 3rd and 3 from the Purcell 39. Vaughn stays in at running back. Aguero also going to stay in at receiver. He'll be split left along with Padilla. Stubblefield, the lone receiver right from the pistol formation, Ramming. Give it to Vaughn. Breaks a tackle in the backfield, but he is not going to make it. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So no gain on the play that time for Jacob Vaughn, and the Leopards now face a 4th and 3. And it looks like they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, and kind of questionable right there. You thought they might go for it, considering the factor on the 39, but Coach Hembry definitely wants to play field position right here. He talked about field position and turnovers are going to be what determines this outcome.
Well, Kessler normally punts the ball, but they've got Ramming in there doing it now. Pretty nice punt headed toward the sideline. And can they get it?
Oh.
I don't know.
They
They may have downed it. No, they're going to say it went into the end zone.
Oh.
Touchback. They
Very
worked
close.
so hard to get that down at the 1. That was a great punt from Brody Ramming, but
Yeah.
they're going to put it back out at the 20. So Purcell will take over. 8:53 left to go here in the first quarter. And still no score, but the Dragons with their first offensive possession now.
Yep, and let's see how that matchup between the potent Dragon offense goes against the potent Leopard defense.
So trips right, single receiver left, Knowles to the right of Gallion from the shotgun, and Knowles will take it, works to his left, tries to stretch it to the sideline, and there he goes, had a block on the edge, and they were able to get him onto the sideline over there. I believe that was Jack Dodd, who starts in the place of Kessler tonight on defense, and Dodd did a great job of shutting him down as he got to the edge.
Yeah, it knocked him out of bounds there with about a 7-yard gain.
Yep, got him to the 27, so second down and 3.
Yeah, he's quick. He broke a tackle right there. I think Priest Williams had him, but he's so elusive.
Again, trips right, single receiver left. Gallion back to pass this time. Looks over the middle, not anybody there, dumps it himself, and then throws out to Knowles, who was wide open over on the sideline there, and he'll get the first down. He gets run out of bounds the far side of the field, and they'll mark him right at the 35-yard line. That's an 8-yard reception now for Boston Knowles.
Yeah, and tough on the defense right there because you got to come up and play the run. Don't let him run, and we come off of Knowles, and he was able to get him the ball before he crossed the line of scrimmage. It was really close right there, but I think he did get it off before he crossed.
Trips again right, single receiver left for Gallion, and Knowles again the lone setback. Give it to Knowles right up the middle. He runs over a guy, but I see who that was because he ran over.
65.
Hung on for dear life after that, Ethan Childers.
Yeah, and good job of stopping him right there. That's a 3-yard gain, but that's one of the shorter gains that Boston Knowles will get. We've got to get some penetration right there and get in the backfield to see if we can shut him down.
18 yards of offense so far. They all are his, either from running the ball or from that catch. Again, they stay trips right, single receiver left. Gallion, the pitch out to the right. Knowles trying to get to the edge. He struck down from behind. Brody Ramming with the great job of dragging him down from behind.
Yeah, and that was a tackle for loss right there. And great job of Brody reaching over and grabbing some jersey and able to pull him down with his strength. And that'll bring up a big third down here early in the game for the Leopards.
The Leopards can force a punt here if they can stop them.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. That's what you want is put them behind the chains, make them have 3rd and long, and see what they can do.
Lincoln Eubank goes wide left, trips left, single receiver right. Gallion rolls that direction. The Leopards bring pressure. They throw out in the flat, and it's right through the hands of Payson Purcell, the intended receiver, and that is going to bring up a 4th down on that incomplete pass.
Yeah, great job of pursuing. He was being chased down by Ty Ferguson and kind of rushed his throw maybe a little bit and threw it a little high, and they'll be forced to punt right here.
And speaking of Payson Purcell, he actually backs up into punt formation, and Brody Ramming will go back. Again, Kessler normally back in the receiving area here for these punts. Ramming will take that duty. And Purcell stands at his own 25 to punt this one away. And it's not a good punt. It heads right toward the Leopard sideline, and they're going to mark it out of bounds at the Leopard 43. So the Leopards started their first drive at the own 43. They'll start this one there with 7:05 left to go here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless.
Yeah, and great job there by the defense of getting off the field, and we've got a
flag.
Yeah, it was illegal procedure.
Yeah, I think with that kind of field position, I'd almost decline that and take the field position here. You're started at your own 43. It was a bad punt.
Yeah.
So they will go talk to Coach Embry, see what he would like to do here. I did not get to that because I was so far behind getting my starting lineups in. Head coach is Sam Embry.
Yep.
And it looks like the Leopards will decline the penalty, and they'll spot the ball at the 40. Are they going to put it at 43? Yes,
yep.
43-yard line. So it looks like Ty Ferguson has checked into the lineup at running back for the Leopards. At least I believe that's who's back there. And they'll give it to Ferguson. Looking for a hole, slips through, and gets out to the 49-yard line. Nice job on a 6-yard pickup there for Ty Ferguson.
Yeah, and there was Riker Fink there on the tackle, but big gain on first down for the Leopards and Ty.
And I think the phrase they like to use is on schedule, on time. They actually mark him right at the 50-yard line. But 2nd and 4 kind of gives you a little more options in your playbook here. Singles receiver either side. Again, Ferguson dodges one guy in the backfield, drags another defender or two as he gets near the 45, but they'll mark him at the 46. But again, another Leopard first down.
Yeah, and that was Payson Purcell grabbed on for dear life and held on to his leg, or Ty might have been gone because Purcell plays back there at the safety position. So
you get past him, there's nobody left.
Right.
Jones tight end left. Williams is the slot right. Wide receiver either side with Ferguson to the right of Ramming. From the shotgun, Ramming back for his first pass of the night. Has time. Looks off across the middle of the field. He's got Register. Oh, right through the hands of Andon Register. That one would have been 6. It got held up there a little bit, but he was right there. It was right where he needed it to be.
That was a pretty ball. Put it right on the spot. Maybe just a little out of his reach, but maybe catchable. If you ask Andon, he probably is going to say, "I should have caught that."
I should have caught that. Yep. But hey, we've now spread we've run it. That shows you he was open. He was behind the defense there. You know you can go back to that.
Yes.
Again, they'll go with the pistol formation. Give it to Ferguson. Goes through the hole, runs over a defender at the 40, gets to the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. See where they spotted here. But another good run from Ferguson, who, again, just finds that seam, and he's just so quick to burst through that.
Yeah, it picks up 6 on that play, I think, and really great vision there to kind of make a little juke right there after he got past the initial line. And again, Payson Purcell, the safety, has to bring him down.
3rd down, call it about 3.5. They'll go with twins right this time. From the shotgun, Ramming. Fakes it, takes it himself, and the second effort got him close, but I think he's still going to be about a half-yard short. I think they're going to mark him about the 38, maybe the 37-yard line, rather. And we have a flag on the play, so let's wait and see what the flag is. This may make a difference. And the Leopards backing up like it's going to be a hold, and I believe that's what it's going to be. So he got there with that second effort to try to get there, and they're actually going to decline the penalty and make it 4th down. They do mark it at the 37. Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and 2, but it looks like the Leopards may actually go for this one. They're going to bring Stubblefield in, and they'll put him, Register, and Padilla wide right. Jones will be the tight end left. 4th and 2. And play clock down to 8. We're going to have to hurry. Yeah. They're going to end up with a delay on top of this.
Yeah, Coach Embry's calling timeout. He's getting close down there.
Nope, they'll get it off.
No,
they won't. They didn't get a call.
Timeout. Yeah.
So that helps.
Yep.
So 4:48 left to go in the first. We have a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. You are watching KBLP Live Leopard football coverage brought to you by the First National Bank here in Lindsay, right here on KBLP.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
Hey, it's Friday. Game day from Mr. J. Good luck, Leopards.
Back here in Lindsay, Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake, as the Leopards talking over a 4th down and a long 2, maybe a long 1.5, but Looks like they are still going to stay with the plan to go for this. Ferguson stays in at running back. The Leopards actually huddle like they're going to sprint out and try to catch Purcell off guard on where everybody's going to be. And they do. They sprint to the line, diamond formation in the backfield. Now they sprint out. They're going to do a direct snap to Ferguson. Ferguson looking around the edge, dodges the first guy, and I don't know. Depends on where the spot is, but I think he's short.
Yeah,
I thought his second effort as he slipped through there at the end might have got him there, but they're going to mark him at the 36, and he's going to be about a half yard short.
Yeah, and that's Cash Mueller.
Guff Mueller.
With the tackle, jumped on his back there and held him. So Leopards will turn it over on downs, and let's see if that Leopard defense can step up again.
Get another 3 and out here or 4. Hold them at least to 1 first down at minimum. This time Gallion's back to pass. Throws, looked over the middle of the field, got his receiver. That is number 13, Jose Ochoa. And Andon Register makes sure he doesn't go any further, but he actually has enough forward progress that he'll be at the 48-yard line. And that official keeps moving to his right. I think they're going to mark him at the 49 now and give him 13 in the first down.
Yeah, good crossing route, good ball right there. That he can put it right on the numbers, and Gallion does a great job of finding those open guys and putting it on them.
Eubank, Ochoa, and Purcell are split left. Gallion to Knowles in the backfield. He's got a hole. Look out. He gets across the 45 in Leopard territory, and he'll get down to the 43. And they'll mark him about – you've got one official marking him a yard short, and the guy on this side is saying he had a first down.
Yeah.
So I said, which one do you want to go with? They're going to mark him a yard short at the 42.
Yep. Just less than a yard probably short. And so, again, if he gets through that line, it's going to be tough. He's going to get some yards. You got to stuff him at that line or catch him behind the line.
And now we're going to have a conference with the officials here.
Are they talking about measuring or?
No, I think they're going to move the ball a yard up. That's why I said you had one official marking it a yard short, one marking it on the down marker saying it was a first down, and they're going to go ahead and move it to the 41-yard line and say it was a first down.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Exactly. Back to pass Gallion, and they're going to say that
he caught it.
Ochoa got under that one and caught it at the Leopard 36-yard line. So that's a pickup of 5, brings up a second down and 5.
Yeah, and they're really mixing it up now and going to the air and completing these passes. The Leopards are going to have to get some pressure on Gallion.
Eubank now the lone receiver left, trips to the right. Knowles stays in the backfield to the right of Gallion from the shotgun, and they'll give it to Knowles. The Leopards stop his initial move, and then they're going to wrap him up for basically no gain, but there's a flag way from the back, and we're going to get a hold on the Dragons, and this will back them up. So we're going to have second and 5. Looks like we're going to move back to the 46-yard line, so it's going to bring up a second down and 10, or second and 15, excuse me. So second down 15, that's exactly what this Leopard defense is now. Put them back behind the chains.
Yep.
See if this maybe gives the Leopards a chance to come up with a big play here. Eubank again, the lone receiver left. Purcell will go with Purcell to the right along with Jet Tyler. And now Knowles in motion out to the right. They'll throw the little screen out there to him, just get him in space and let him work, and they'll get him shut down at the Leopard 41-yard line. Again, Andon Register wraps him up there. And again, this official's going to mark him at the 40, a yard further than where the other guy did. But they'll put him at the 40. That is a 6-yard completion. It's second down and 9.
Third down and 9.
Correct.
Third down and 9. So third down conversions, Purcell is 0 for 1 so far. And that happened on their first drive early, and it was third and long, and they couldn't get there. And so third and 9, this is what you want. You want them in third and long.
Twins either side now with Eubank and Ochoa split left. Gallion looking that direction from the shotgun. Now gets pressured, thrust out of the pocket, looks down the field, and he's got a wide open.
And he dropped it.
He dropped it. Gonna say it's incomplete.
Yeah.
He had his running back, but he dropped it when he hit the ground, and it's going to fall incomplete. And that makes it a 4th down and 9 now at the Leopard 40-yard line.
Yeah, let's see if they're going to. Yeah, they're going to send out their punt team.
Try to pin the Leopards deep here. Of course, the first punt from the Dragons was way off the side of foot of Payson Purcell. So we'll see what he does here.
Yeah, and they've kind of flipped the field position now that they've drove it down here to the 40 of Lindsay. So Lindsay's going to have to fight back and get that field position back.
Well, so far we've had 4 drives and now 4 punts and another sidewinder punt, but this one's going to take a huge roll, and they'll get it down at the 1-yard line. And you talk about flipping the field, they exactly did that there. They've pinned the Leopards at their own 1 on that punt. So with 1:31 left to go, put it at the 2.
Yep.
The Leopards will take over their own 2-yard line, but 1st and 10, still scoreless here. Neither team been able to do much, to get a couple of first downs and then end up in a 4th and long and have to punt it away. So I think really probably what we expected here. This is going to be this kind of battle all night.
Yeah, it was either going to be a real defensive battle or it was going to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, so I guess so far it's been a defensive battle.
Vaughn checks back in at running back. Wide receiver either side, double tight end look, and we're going to have a false start as Vaughn started early. Doesn't really kill you because half the distance to the goal costs you a yard.
Yeah.
So,
just no reason.
But again, got to get that under control. So let's back it up a yard. We'll make it 1st and 11 now from the 1.
Yeah, and this 3-4 defense that Coach Tracy Scott runs, he is the master of that, and they bring those safeties up, and it basically ends up with 9 guys in the box, and so.
They're going to go for the fade, looking for for Padilla, and overthrew his intended receiver, and that, I believe, is the number 11. That's Ty Jasperson, was in coverage there, pretty upset with himself. He probably had a better shot at it than Padilla did.
Yep. Padilla kind of did the stop and go, and Jasper never stopped, so Padilla couldn't get behind him.
So they'll stay with Williams and Jones at the tight ends. Vaughn the lone setback. Padilla wide left. Stubblefield wide right. Vaughn this time nowhere to go. Got to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And Purcell is saying that they got a safety, but I think they're going to mark his forward progress at the 2 to give him about a yard on that play. But this is a big 3rd down right here.
Yeah, you got to get it out here some and convert if possible. If nothing else, give your punter some breathing room.
Absolutely. Again, Vaughn the lone setback. He's to the right of Ramming. Ramming's going to throw it out in the flat. Caught there by Stubblefield. Got the first down. Look at him go. He's at the 30, the 35, the 40. Finally caught from behind. Huge play out there. And I think that is Stubblefield, or is that a register? I got to double check my numbers here.
That's Stubblefield.
Price Stubblefield on the reception.
Yeah, and defensive lineman Adam Edelman ran him down from behind, but great play call, and get the ball to your playmakers in space and let them make the plays.
Had a 3rd and 10 at the 2, a 40-yard pass reception. Give it to Vaughn. Looking for a hole up the middle, and not much there. It's second effort. I tell you what, Vaughn refusing to go down. Gets across the 45, and again, you've got one guy marking it at the 46 and this guy marking it at the 45.
Yeah. Cash Guthmuller again on the tackle for the Dragons.
4 yards on the play for Jacob Vaughn. Brings up a 2nd down and 6, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We are still scoreless, but the Leopards on the move, headed toward midfield when we come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church. I'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. Also, I'd like to invite you to come to Judgment House and experience this walk-through drama with a life-changing message. The dates are October 26th, 27th, 29th, and 30th. Call our church office, 756-2266, for more information. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards and wish all of our student athletes and our marching band a successful season this fall. Go Leopards!
Back here at Burford Field, the Leopards with a 2nd down and 6 from their own 46-yard line. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemake here. The 28-mile Rumble Trophy on the line. Ramming back to pass, the bubble screen, and caught and dropped for a short gain, and flags fly. Padilla on the reception there, but they're flagged right at the point of the catch. I don't know if that's a hold on somebody that was trying to block for him or if something was on the tackle there. Let's see what the call is here. And I thought I saw a flag.
Yeah, you did.
And nothing was signaled, and they pick it up.
Yeah, I think they wanted to call pass interference right there on offensive pass interference, but when the throw is behind the line of scrimmage, you can block right there. So I think that was the discussion in the call.
So third, call it 5. The 47-yard line for the Leopards. Ramming, rolling to his right, looking to throw. He's got a man out in the flat, and that's Padilla. Padilla makes a move and then gets wrapped up, and looks like he should have enough, though, with his forward progress to be at the Purcell 47, which would give him a 1st down for the Leopards.
Yeah, and Ty Jasperson right there on the tackle had the coverage out there. So getting shout-outs from people in Purcell watching our
Hey, well, thank you for the
stream.
Purcell Dragon fans. Absolutely.
Yep.
Trips left, tight end right is Jones. Ramming. Hand off to Vaughn right up the middle and stuffed as he gets to the line of scrimmage and pushed backwards. Might get a couple on that down to the 45, but it's going to bring up a 2nd and long.
Yeah, Brendan Bacon, he ran right into the big nose guard right there, but the line was able to get a couple yards push, so picked up a couple on that play.
Register Padilla and Stubblefield will all split left. Shane Jones stays as the tight end right. Vaughn the lone setback, ramming from the shotgun, calls for it. Fakes the handoff. Nope, does give it to Vaughn. Spin move, and then he ran right into Austin Burton as he made that spin move, and Burton was waiting for him, and he got a couple to the 43, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 6.
Yeah, good job of getting out of the initial contact right there and picked up a few more yards. So, but it will bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Leopards, and so far they are 2 for 3 on 3rd down.
So Ferguson comes in. Vaughn lost his helmet. He's trying to explain to them he lost his helmet because I think somebody might have grabbed it and ripped it off his head. But Ferguson will be the lone setback. Trips left, tight end right. The pressure comes. Looking out in the flat. Brody rings it down. Still running for his life back there. And got to get rid of it. You can't take that big of a sack. Throw the ball.
And
you've got a man wide open. He had absolutely Padilla standing at the 15-yard line with nobody on him, and everybody watching him run around, and he could not get the ball down there to him. And this is going to bring up a 4th down for the Leopards, 4th and 6.
Yeah, punting situation, again, you want to win that. You were fortunate to flip that field position after they pinned you back at the 2. Let's see if we can pin them deep right here and see what they can do.
So Leopards will go into punt formation here. Part of you got to remember here is Ferguson's the up back. Ramming, your quarterback, is the punter here. There's a lot of options from this if you wanted to run a fake.
Yep.
Not a great snap, but not any pressure. Good punt from Ramming. Takes a nice Leopard bounce. It goes out of bounds inside the 10.
Yeah, about the 8-yard line.
And they're going to mark it at the 8. So they've not quite as good a flip, but we'll take it. Purcell takes over with 9:19 left to go here in the first half. We are still scoreless. Nobody's been able to get closer than really basically the 40, 39-yard line of the other team.
Yeah, good defensive plays on both sides, and they'll get a play, but then it'll get shut. Their offense will get shut down. So it would be awesome if we get a 3-and-out right here and force them to punt from way back there, give us an opportunity to go score.
Gallion now works with trips right, single receiver left from the pistol with Knowles behind him. Give it to Knowles and got
great
tripped
job.
up. I think that was Priest Williams, who got in there, got a hand on him first.
Price Stubblefield tripped him up, got print. Yep. They blitzed Price, and he tripped him up, and for a loss, actually. They give him a minus
about a mile,
one.
Yep, absolutely. Move it back to the 7.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 11.
Yeah, great call right there from Coach Offholter to blitz on that single side. You've got an extra defender, and he may do it again right here.
Again, trips right, single receiver left. Knowles to the right of Gallion from the shotgun. Back to pass. He's going to throw out in the flat. Knowles has got it. Got around the edge and then gets pushed out of bounds over there. Very close to the first down marker, though. And see where they spot it. I think he's going to be a couple of yards short because he'll be just short of the 15. In fact, they'll put him, looks like, at the 13-yard line. So even though he got 5 on that reception, this is still a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, Jacob Vaughn did a good job of getting over there. They've got those. They run it to that trip side, so you got 3 blockers out there and blockers out in front of Knowles.
That's a scary situation.
Yes, it is. So great job by Jacob to hustle over there and make that play.
And now it looks like the Dragons are going to call a timeout here with 8:29 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll send it back to JD. Some more words from our fine sponsors of Leopard Football. We'll be back with more live coverage right after this. You're listening to live football from Lindsay right here on your sports leader, KBLP.
Hey, it's Friday. Game day from Mr. J. Good luck, Leopards.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Atta baby.
Well, we are back live, and we just missed that snap, but the Leopards brought the pressure, and they sacked Brody Gallion all the way inside the 5, back at the 2, a 12-yard loss.
Yeah, Price Stubblefield got in there and sacked him for the loss, and there was a couple of guys back there chasing, and Price grabbed him, threw him down at the 2. So this is the opportunity that we were looking for. Let's see if we can get a good run back right here and go score a touchdown.
So now Purcell stands at the back of his own end zone to punt this one away. Leopards should get great field position out of this. Pretty good punt. It's a line drive.
At the 30.
And got a good chance. He's at the 20, at the 15. That's Register, cuts at the 10. He's going to his feet at the 5, and the Leopards are going to have a first and goal at the Purcell 5-yard line.
Yeah, great job. Great run back right there. And Andon held on to the ball, and they've got a great chance right here to take the lead in this defensive battle. Points are going to be at a premium today.
That is absolutely right. So first and goal, Leopards at the Purcell 5. They've managed to flip the field in their favor finally. And again, the punt was just perfect for that return. It was a line drive right straight to Register, and he made them pay.
Yep.
So they'll send Register, Padilla wide left. They'll go with the 2 tight ends, Priest Williams on the left, Shane Jones on the right. Jacob Vaughn in the backfield, ramming. keeps it himself on the zone read, and he's not going to get there. In fact, he may lose a yard depending on where they spotted it, because I think they're going to put him at the 6. Tell you what, that front 7 for Purcell is tough.
Yeah, and it turns into a front 9 at this situation because those safeties come up there. And so let's see if Coach Foster maybe looks to break out here and try and get something outside. But it's just tough to block when they've got that many guys in the box.
Again, they're going to go single receiver either side. Register right. Padilla left, Vaughn right up the middle, breaks it down, still knocking dives down as it gets across the 5, and he'll finally get knocked down at the 3-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 3 now.
Yeah, and Payson Purcell there on the tackle for Purcell.
So now Ferguson will check in, along with Price Stubblefield as Padilla checks out. Ramming waits for the signal from the sideline. 6:30 left to go here in the first half. We are still scoreless, but the Leopards have a 3rd and goal, and they're going to hustle to the line. Bunch receivers to the right, blockers, and there goes Brody Ramming, touchdown. We're going to illegal procedure on the Leopards that's going to back them up. They tried to hurry to get that going, and I don't know if everybody didn't get set or what the call was there, but the white hat says it's an illegal procedure, so now your 3rd and goal from the 3 is 3rd and goal from the 8.
Yep.
And that hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, because 3rd down, it's tough enough from the 3, let alone from the 8. So Leopards are 2 for 4 so far on 3rd down conversions.
Padilla back in the game, split wide left, Register wide right. Jones and Williams, the tight ends, Ramming. And he's got Register. Touchdown.
Got a kid.
What a job by Andrew Register. He actually drove his defender into the end zone, and Burton fell. And then that left Andrew Register wide open, and Brody Ramming found him for the 8-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, great job of great catch right there.
Yes.
Because Brody throws a fastball.
Yes.
And he almost caught it behind him and almost got behind him and able to get a foot in, maybe 2. I don't know. We've got some kids down there kind of blocking where his feet were, but great job.
Go for 2 here. They'll flip it to Stubblefield, and no, he's not going to make it there. The edge block there from Ferguson, they were able to get around, and that 2-point conversion is no good. But the Leopards are on the board, and they lead 6-0 with 6:01 left to go in the first half. Back after this timeout, this is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
So the Leopards take a 6-0 lead on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Brody Ramming to Andon Register. The 2-point conversion no good. 6:01 left to go here in the first half. It's 6-0 Leopards, and Ty Ferguson has it teed up.
Yeah, 5-yard drive in 3 plays.
Yep, there you go. Actually 4 plays because you had the penalty on one.
Oh, that's right.
High short kick taken by that is Devin Martin. The up back, and he heads up the sideline. Look out. He gets run out of bounds finally, but he's out near midfield before that happens, and that's the danger of that short pass or that short kick is if you don't get it covered, there's he can get there in a hurry, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds. Looks like somewhere around the 43-yard line is like whether it looks like the 42-yard line where they'll spot it.
Yeah, Price Stubblefield pushed him out of bounds right there, but you're right. If they field that and get some momentum going, it's kind of tough. You gotta got to get there in a hurry.
So Brody Gallion will bring them out. They're going to go a 2-back set now with Fink also in the backfield. Twins left, single receiver right. Gallion gives it to Fink, dances in the backfield, and then stumbles, and he'll fall forward for a couple of yards to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and usually when they're in this situation, at least the Lexington game, Riker was the lead blocker for Knowles a lot of times. But looks like they gave him 2.
Yeah, gave him 1 to the 43. So second down 9. Again, they'll send wide receivers either side. Eubank comes this way. Jet Tyler goes right. This time they'll give it to Knowles, coming to the near side. Got blockers in front. He'll get run out of bounds at the Leopard bench. That is Austin Hines, number 6, that runs him out, but he'll be very close to a first down. Depends on where they mark him out of bounds at. And we've got a flag right here. Hang on. We may have a hold on the edge here that may help out the Leopard cause.
Yep. Great job by the chain gang not taking off too early.
Exactly. So now they do spot the ball at the Leopard 47, but let's see what the flag is here and why we would have to have such a long discussion here. We're going to have a hold on and the face mask. They're going to offset it. So they'll replay the down.
Yep, replay second down.
So a face mask on the Leopards, a hold on the Dragons, and we'll just replay it like that play never happened.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah. So we'll go back to second down and 9 with the ball at the 43-yard line. .5:13 left to go here in the first half. It's 6-0 Leopards. And that is number 26, Jet Tyler, who brings the play in from the sidelines. He'll split right along with Cash Guthmuller. Eubank, the lone receiver left. 2-back set. And fake it, throw it out in the flat. And they got it to Fink. Fink got held up momentarily, but avoided that tackle. And then finally does get wrapped up as he gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line. He'll pick up 4 on that.
Yeah, Seth Padilla knocked him out, finally brought him down, but Jacob Vaughn had him back here and he got juked. So
it brings up a third down and 5.
Yeah, and Purcell's 0 for 3 on third down so far. Let's see if the Leopard defense can step up again, see what Coach Offholter does.
Twins left, single receiver right, 2-back set again for Brody Gallion. They go the hard count, and the Leopards jump.
Yep.
So they're going to give Purcell the first down via the penalty. And again, there's a couple of times that the Leopards have really shot themselves in the foot. That's going to move it to the Leopard 42-yard line, and that is enough for the first down.
Yeah, the clock becomes an issue right here. 4:31 to go. So got to stiffen up right here.
Again, 2 backs, Twins left, single receiver right. Sling it this way with Knowles. He's got the edge, gets to the 45, and then run out of bounds as he gets to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and it's almost a when he gets out there and he doesn't break off a long run, it's almost a win for your defense. You got to try and catch him before he gets out there.
Pick up a 5. Let's call it second down and 5. Clock stopped with 4:16 to go as he did go out of bounds on that play. Twins right this time. Eubank, the lone receiver left. Fink and Knowles both in the backfield. Gallion from the shotgun. Give it to Knowles, looking for a hole up the middle. Dances left, dances right, comes back left. Goes across the 40 and gets to the 38. He'll be about a yard short of a first down.
Yeah, Manuel Aguero brought him down right there, but you could see how good he is in tight spaces. He can jump cut so quickly inside that line as he reads those blocks, and that's what makes him such an outstanding back. Besides his speed.
His speed, yeah.
So third down and 1. Let's see if Leopards can get off the field right here.
Tyler and the Guthmuller go wide right. Eubank, the lone receiver, left. Knowles in motion out of the backfield. They throw over the middle. It's caught. That is Guthmuller. He's got out of the first tackle. He's dancing across the 30, and he'll be brought down near the 27-yard line. And, again, had the guy right there where he caught the ball, and he got out of that tackle, and it gets across the 30, and they're going to mark him at the 27, and that's 11 on the reception and a first down.
Yeah, he was wide open right there on that, just 5 and up, and the Gallion put it right on his numbers, and he did the rest.
Twins left, single receiver right. Again, Fink in the backfield, low snap, and Gallion just has to do something to make it happen.
Yeah.
Keep from losing it at all, and the Leopards with Ethan Childers on the stop, dropping for the loss back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, big loss after they had driven down the field a little bit here and threatening, and with 2.5 minutes to go right here, that was huge to see if we can, and they're calling time.
Yeah, Wyatt April not feeling real good right now, and so he's going to head to the sideline. He bent over out there on the field, if that'll give you an idea what happened out there. So they'll bring him out. Second down and 18 now. Back to pass, Gallion. He's got time. Now gets flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left, throws over the middle of the field, and is caught by Guthmuller. Got away from Ferguson and still on his feet, finally tripped up. But he'll cross the 20-yard line and be very close to a first down. And, in fact, they're motioning for the stakes to move as they'll put him at, looks like, the 16-yard line.
Yeah.
That's a 19-yard reception again, and just lost. The Leopards just lost him back there when Gallion went to scramble.
Yeah, and Shane got his hand up and got in Gallion's arm when he threw it, and it floated out there, and he was still able to make the play.
Twins either side now with Knowles the lone setback. Gallion the flip out here to Ochoa, and there is a huge stop there for Manuel Aguera.
Yeah, great recognition. Got off his block. You could see that play forming right there, and went and made a great form tackle for loss.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, and the clock's still running, a minute and a half. You start wondering when Purcell might use their timeouts here.
Second down and 14 now. The ball at the Leopard 20-yard line. 6-0 Leopards as the clock approaches a minute 15 to go. Knowles the lone setback. Trips right. Single receiver left is Eubank. Back to pass, Gallion. Again gets flushed from the pocket. Rolls to his right. He's got a man down the sideline wide open. That's Ochoa, and he will run over a Leopard defender and go out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 19-yard reception to Jose Ochoa. And the Dragons are in business at 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah, he scrambled around and his legs made that play and got away from the pressure, and then it's hard to cover that deep for that long, and found an open guy.
Bunch set. Gallion's going to take it himself, and he'll go in over the back of his line and in for the touchdown. So Purcell has tied the game at 6 with a minute 1 left to go.
Yeah, and they've got a very capable kicker right here. We saw him make a lot of extra points the other night at Lexington.
So Devin Martin on for the extra point try. Good snap, good hold, kick. Headed that way, and it is good.
Yeah,
so
just barely got over.
Purcell takes the lead, 7-6 with a minute 1 left to go here in the first half. The 28-mile rumble living up to everything it was billed to be. We'll be back with more right after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank right here on KBLP.
South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
Back here at Burford Field, the Dragons with the answer. The Leopards took it down and scored on a short field and made it 6-0, but the Dragons went on a 58-yard drive and did it in 11 plays. The extra point was good from Devin Martin, and it's 7-6 Purcell with 1:01 left to go here in the first half. Now we've got number 82 back out there on the field that we saw the other day kicking the ball, and this one's high but short at the 25, taken there by number 32. Now look at this. He's at the 45, the 50, the 45 still on his feet at the 40, 35, and finally gang tackled, and he's still not on the ground yet. Yeah. There's got to be 7 white shirts on, and that is the number 32. That is Dutton Taylor on the reception, and it took I don't know how many white shirts to finally get him down.
Yeah, great run back.
What a job by
Very
Dutton Taylor.
Determined. That was a determined run now, and kind of opens up some options now for Coach Foster to maybe make something happen here with 47 seconds left.
First you were thinking, okay, you got 1:01, just run some clock and go to the locker room. But now you're at the Purcell 29-yard line. You're going to see Padilla and Stubblefield left. Register is split right. Jones at the tight end right. Vaughn is the lone setback. Ramming from the shotgun. Back to pass. He's looking back for Register. Has him in the end zone.
Oh,
touchdown! The single pass to Andon Register, and it is a touchdown. Leopards took all of 8 seconds and 1 play for the Leopards to go right back in front.
Yeah, and they're wanting some offensive pass interference there. Andon kind of they were kind of hand fighting each other, and the defender fell down, and they felt like maybe Andon pushed him, but the defender was pushing just as well. Great find right there. Again, scrambling out, didn't find his initial receiver, and then bought some time and allowed Andon to get behind the defense right there for the touchdown.
So the 2-point conversion, ramming as flags fly. The 2-pointer is no good. And there is a flag. So there's some extracurriculars there as ramming was thrown an extra time there after he was down, and he's trying to talk to the official about it, but
yeah, and
they'll wave off the flag because the 2-point was no good. But now 39 seconds left. The Leopards are back up on top, 12-7.
Yep. What a turn of events
right
there.
No kidding. All set up from Dutton Taylor in that kickoff return.
Yeah, and gave them an opportunity to make something happen right there, and the Leopard offense executed greatly. So awesome play, and it's always better to go in at halftime up, especially when you know what Purcell can do offensively.
Oh, no kidding.
You know, you want to get ahead and stay ahead. That's how you win games. That's what I was told.
Well, we will be back here at halftime. We'll talk about some of our unofficial stats in the first half. We also got some big games going on tonight. Newcastle's at Blanchard, excuse me. And that is going to be a big game tonight. A lot of media coverage going on there. Pauls Valley is at Heritage Hall. Washington on the road at CCS. Comanche on the road at Crooked Oak. Little Axe on the road at Frederick. Ringling is hosting Dibble tonight. Wynnewood is hosting Elmore City Purnell, and then Stratford is down at Wayne to take on the Bulldogs. Ellick on the road at Davenport, and Fox will travel to Maysville tonight. Glenn will bring you all of those scores coming up here at halftime. But right now, the Leopards with a 12-7 lead, but 39 seconds still to go here in the first half.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure that they don't get a big run back right here.
Well, and you've got such a huge opening right in the middle of the field there. I mean, you almost want to dump it at like the 25-yard line right there. And now they'll actually back a man up there where it's not quite so inviting. And this one almost looks like an onside kick, and it will be covered up there. Good job by number 54. That is Carter Goldston, who covered that up and recovered it at the 48-yard line. And, hey, what have you got to lose there? I mean, you're still going to keep them on the other side of the 50 with just 38 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts left. You got to keep that in mind as well. But you catch them off guard right there, maybe you do get the ball back right there.
Yeah, and then it's worth a chance, especially as well as your defense has been playing.
So Gallion brings them out with twins left, twins right. Knowles in the backfield. He'll work from the shotgun with 38 seconds left. Back to pass, still looking, has time, rolls to his right, gets chased there by Jones and then overthrew his intended receiver. That was Payson Purcell over there on the far sideline, and it'll fall incomplete with 31 seconds left.
Yeah, almost the same thing. He buys time. Shane Jones trying to chase him down right there and had an open receiver, just overthrew him right there.
So 2nd and 10.
Yeah, if they're going to throw the ball, that's going to stop the clock too. So
that's true.
On incompletions.
So again, Purcell will split wide right along with Tyler. Eubank and Ochoa are split left. Knowles the lone setback. Gallion back to pass. The quick check for Ochoa. Has a blocker in front from Eubank, and then he'll be gang tackled as he gets to the Leopard 41, maybe the 40-yard line. See exactly where the spot is, but it will be a first down. But the clock stops while they move the chains. They'll put him at the 40. 18 yards on the reception for Ochoa. And now a timeout called by Purcell with 21 seconds left. Again, we'll keep it here for this timeout. We'll have your officially unofficial stats from the first half. Again, thanks to Jason Bridwell State Farm. The 28-mile Rumble Trophy on the line, the first ever for this rivalry in this matchup. We talked about the fact the Leopards have not beat the Dragons since 2016. Did play them twice in 2020. Mm-hmm. But Leopards would like to turn that around here tonight, and the Dragons would like to just do the opposite and keep that streak going. It was a close game last year, 2014. But then a couple of big losses, in playoffs especially. The Dragons beat the Leopards 41-14 in the playoff game in 2020.
Yep.
Twins left, single receiver right with Knowles in the backfield. Actually, it's twins either side now that I look across the way. Gallion back to pass. A little pressure over the middle, and he was looking for Ochoa, and he threw it behind him, and it'll be incomplete. That'll make it now a 2nd down and 10, the Leopard 40, and the clock stops with 16 seconds left.
Yeah, and he was open too. He just threw it behind him. They run that same little drag play with Ochoa going across there and Lincoln Eubank curling up right there at about 10 yards or so deep and kind of giving Gallion a lot of options of who to throw it to and just missed his target that time.
Now trips right, single receiver left for Gallion, who's back to pass. Again, they bring the pressure over the middle. Pass is tipped. Oh. Great play there. That was Jacob Vaughn, I believe. Yep. Got a hand on the ball there and knocked it away.
Yeah, they had 2 guys running right there, and I wasn't sure which one they were trying to get it to. They were awful close together for a pass play, but great job by Jacob Vaughn getting his mid up there and jumping as high as he could and knocking it away.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 now for the Dragons. 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, you almost think they've got to throw it to the end zone.
Well, but you do have a timeout left here, so if you could get a quick play in and get a timeout, you might could make that happen. Mm-hmm. Trips right, single receiver left, Gallion back to pass, and they're going to blow it dead. And
maybe that was us.
And I'm not real sure what they got here.
Oh, nope.
They're going to call a delay of game maybe. Back it up to the 45. So now it's 3rd and 15.
Yep, delay game. That's what they signal.
Don't know that really changes much here because, like I said, you've got enough to get it, maybe get a first down and get a timeout called with 10 seconds, but I'm almost with you, Glenn. I'm thinking you're almost taking a shot at the end zone or at least something that'll make it maybe get there. And they're going to go with Knowles sprinting to the right and got the edge and then dances out of bounds. And they're going to put it with 2 seconds on the clock.
He did not get the first down.
He did not. He was short. They're going to mark him at, looks like, the 32, maybe the 33. So he did pick up 12 yards, but he needed 15. So it's going to bring up a fourth down in probably 3.
Yeah, they're going for it here.
So this will be the final play of the half. Let's see if the Leopards can keep him out of the end zone right here. This will be a big play. Trips left, single receiver right. Galleon's back to pass. And here comes the pressure. And he got it. Yeah, I thought Jones had him right there. And he'll throw it toward the end zone. It'll be picked off by the Leopards, and that'll be the final play of the first half. And the Leopards will go to the locker room leading the Purcell Dragons 12-7 here at halftime.
Yeah, Jacob Vaughn with the interception right there.
So that'll be a $50 donation from the First National Bank.
That's why I wanted to make sure and see who it was.
See who that was. Jacob Vaughn with the turnover, and the First National Bank will make a donation to Lindsay Public Schools and the organization of the choice for Jacob Vaughn on his behalf for that interception. So with that, let's send it back to JD. We're going to take a timeout. Glenn will be checking down some scores. I'm going to track down some unofficial stats, and we'll come back with more from Burford Field right after this. This is the First National Bank halftime show right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by the Lindsay United Methodist Church at 114 West Chickasaw Street. You're invited to come by this Sunday with Sunday school at 9:45 and weekly worship service beginning at 10:55. You can also tune in here for the live radio broadcast every Sunday morning at 11. Keep up with events and activities at lindsayumc.com. Here's to a blessed Leopard football season from everyone at the Lindsay United Methodist Church.
Rural Electric Cooperative is a proud member of the Lindsay community. REC is dedicated to providing dependable electric power to its customers and supports Lindsay High School in both academics and athletics with that same dedication. Good luck, Leopards, from everyone at REC in Lindsay.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Morris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Come on down to Main Street to Sharon's Beauty Salon and let Courtney freshen up your look. Services include haircuts, hair coloring, perms, formal styling, waxing, and more. Call 405-756-6988 for your appointment, and good luck to the Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We're located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Return and they get back on the board, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it's definitely been entertaining. If you like defense, it's been a great game, but there's been enough offense right there to some offensive explosive plays. But I think the key to the first half has been our containing Boston Knowles.
Absolutely.
And kind of kept him in check. He's going to get some yards, but kind of limiting those yards, I think. And then the big plays that don't go in the stats. If you look, we've got 4 first downs. They've got 7, but we're ahead 12-7 because we had that short field on the run back. So things like that are what makes the difference in the game. And Coach Embry talked about it in the coaches show, that field position and turnovers, which you can't really, that last turnover, interception, it was a turnover, but field position has made the difference tonight.
Absolutely it has. And we saw the Leopards got the field flipped on them. They ended up at their own 2 and then got the great big play, the big pass play that got them out to the 40-yard line and able to kind of push it from there. But then Purcell comes back and we pin Purcell deep, and it's been a flipping back and forth all the way around. But again, I think I'm going to go back to the defenses for both teams. The first 6 possessions of this game, the first 3 from each team was even though it wasn't a 3 and out, they all ended up in punts. Nobody could get past the other team's 40-yard line.
Yeah, and great execution. You could tell both of these teams are very well coached, and their players are making plays. And when you have 2 teams that are like this, it comes down to the little things. And I think so far Lindsay's done those little things better than Purcell has.
Well, the Leopards, again, thanks to a couple of short drives or short fields to work for them on their drives, probably don't have the numbers that Purcell does. But we talked about Boston Knowles, and he ends up with 8 carries, 39 yards unofficially here in the first half. He also had 3 catches for 16 yards, so you gave him 55 yards of offense in that first half, but we know he's capable of doing that in a quarter. So we held him to that in the first half.
Yeah, if you would have asked Coach Embry, hey, we're going to hold Boston Knowles to around 50 yards in the first half, he would have taken that 10 times, 10 out of 10 times.
The other side of that coin is that Brody Gallion's been sacked twice now. One lost him 12 yards, the other lost him 8. He did have the 1-yard touchdown run, so we give him the touchdown, but he's a minus 19. And then Riker Fink had the other carry. He only had a yard on that one, so a net of 21 yards on 11 rushing plays for Purcell. So if you said you were going to hold Purcell to just 20 yards rushing and a half, I just said you're crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, good grief. I would have said Knowles would have had that the first time he touched the ball. So
absolutely.
Through the air, Brody Gallion, 11 of 16, 101 yards. They have gone to the air and been successful there. They've got 55 yards on 4 catches from Jose Ochea. Fink did have the 3 catches Knowles, the 3 catches for 16 yards. Fink had a catch for 4. And then Guffmuller had 3 for 26 on the night, so there in the first half. So he, again, 11 of 16, 101 yards. He did have that 1 interception right before halftime. Yeah. For the Leopards, they are led in there by Ty Ferguson. He's got 3 carries, 18 yards. Jacob Vaughn's got 6 carries for 17 yards, and then 4 carries for a net of 7 yards for Brody Ramming. So 42 on the ground for the Leopards on 13 rushing plays. Ramming is 6 of 8 for 89 yards through the air. He does have the 2 touchdowns. Both passes went to Andon Register. He's got 2 catches, 37 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll take those averages.
Absolutely.
But we've also got Price Stubblefield's got a couple of catches, 44 yards, and then 2 catches for 7 yards for Seth Padilla. And, again, 89 yards through the air for the Leopards. So they roll up 121 yards on the ground, 131, and then you go back and 123 total yards for the Dragons. It's pretty evenly matched, just like the score looks like.
Yeah, and you could tell both coaches went into this saying, we're going to stop the run.
Right.
They really like to run. Lindsay likes to run. Purcell likes to run. And both coaches said, we're going to go into this game and stop the run. And both defenses have done that. But both offenses are very capable of throwing the ball as well. So Brody Ramming 6 for 8. Gallion is 11 for 16.
Right.
You take those numbers as a coach all day long. So it's kind of played out the way they wanted to, but now the passing games are going to be the deciding factor as well. But you still got to stop that run. I still think both teams are going to come out that second half and say, hey, we're still a running team. We're not going to abandon that.
Well, and we saw the Leopards come out early and just pound the ball. And then all of a sudden they had a wide open Andon Register that should have been a touchdown, and he ended up going right through his hands. Mm-hmm. So I think that's, again, a lot of what we'll probably see here in the second half from both of these teams. Pound that run, and open the game up for the passing game. It's going to be a fun second half. I don't think 5 points is not near enough cushion for any team
no.
in this game. You're going to, and I'm not sure if you were up 3 touchdowns it would be enough.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah, you'd still be concerned. You still got to go out and execute. But like I said before, I'd rather be ahead than behind at halftime or tied even. So
well, especially we know Purcell's going to get the ball and they come out and start the second half, so that'll make a big difference too. So Lindsay had their mini cheer clinic this week, and the mini cheer is actually on the field right now. They're getting ready to entertain us here at halftime. We were entertained by the Pride of Purcell. The Dragon Band was out there marching for us earlier. I think they've got a big competition coming up tomorrow. So, hey, good luck to the Dragon Band as they go to competition tomorrow as well. Let's send it back to JD. We'll take a timeout here, and we'll get some of our area scores and to see what's going on around the area tonight on a Friday night in Oklahoma. We'll come back right after this. This is the First National Bank Halftime Show right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay! Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you by Jerry Tucker Roustabout, providing all of your general oil field maintenance needs, including roustabout services, swabbing, crane services, rock hauling, and dirt work. Good luck, Leopards, from Jerry Tucker Roustabout.
That means I can stand up. I need to stand up. Back here at Burford Field at halftime, 12-7. The Leopards up by 5. The Leopard mini cheer on the field entertaining us here at halftime. And so the future of our Leopard and Leopardette cheerleaders is on the field. So we're enjoying that right now. And we talked about this first half a little bit. Well, let's go talk to Glenn about some of our area teams and see what's going on with them tonight.
Sure. Class 4A, Blanchard is hosting Newcastle. There is no score in that game. And that's going to be a tough battle for both those. It's going to be who scores first right there.
Exactly.
Heritage Hall in Pauls Valley. Heritage Hall leading 28-7 in that one. Lindsay here obviously leading 12-7 over Purcell. Washington is at CCS, Community Christian School, and they are up 20-0 at halftime. Comanche traveled to Crooked Oak, and they are leading that one 28-6. Frederick hosting Little Axe, and Frederick is up 27-0 in that game early. Ringling in Class A is up 26-8 on Dibble. Wynnewood is hosting Elmore City in a district game, and Wynnewood leads that one 27-0. Stratford all over Wayne at Wayne 42-0 at half. Davenport at halftime leading Alex, and that's at Davenport, a 2.5-hour drive for them. Davenport leads 8-0, so Alex hanging in there. Been a tough road with injuries with them, so good to see a decent halftime score right there for them. Maysville all over Fox 38-6 in their district contest at halftime.
Yeah, I think I often think about those Class B and Class C teams. Just about every Friday night, one of those two teams is making a really long road trip, and that's got to be hard to go every Friday night. Have to go drive 2 hours to go play a ball game, but that's some of our area scores. Thank Glenn for doing that. Just by a scheduling note here, just so you make sure you mark your schedules. Next week will be a Thursday night game we will get 2 Thursday nights in a row here. We'll be over in Little Axe next Friday night. I just said Thursday night. I said Friday. Yeah. Next Thursday night, we'll be over in Little Axe to take on the Indians over there. And, again, they play all of their games on Thursday night over there. So we'll go to a Little Axe next Thursday night. The following Thursday is fall break week. We anticipate that Thursday night game. And that one will be another fun one. The Washington Warriors will be in the house. We'll play them here at Burford Field on Thursday in 2 weeks. So we'll get a couple of Thursday night games in here. And, Glenn, you look at it that way, and it's like all of a sudden we're halfway through districts. And it's like the season's nearly half over, and we're just playing our second district game here. Yeah. But this is a tough district when you start talking about Purcell is in it, Washington's in it, Lindsay's in it. And you go back and look at that Frederick-Washington game last week. I talked to Keaton about that game, and he was watching it, and he said, Frederick threw 4 interceptions in that game. Mm-hmm. And he said if Frederick doesn't throw the ball away 4 times, they probably come very close to beating Washington. So, and we've seen some Washington games that you look at, games that you'd think they would be up 30 or 40 points on a team by halftime, and they're either behind or they're ahead by a touchdown. They pulled out the wins, but – last week they had, I believe the count was 7 starters on both sides of the ball was out for the Warriors last week. So they've had some injury problems just like the Elk Longhorns have. So I know that contributes a lot to what we were just talking about.
Yeah, and talking about how tough this district is, you've got CCS is a very capable team. You got Comanche fighting some injuries, but they're going to be fighting for a playoff spot when it all comes to fruition. So again, it's 5 or 6 teams right there fighting for 4 spots, and Lindsay has an opportunity. If they can take care of business and keep playing the way they are, they're just playing so well right now. They've got an opportunity to host a playoff game, and that would be a huge get for the Leopard football program.
Oh, absolutely. And again, really, I think you probably look at this district and you take Washington, Purcell, Lindsay, and Frederick, and just from the way the first part of this few games of the season has gone, I think you probably look at that's being the 4 teams that you think would probably rise to the top of that. At that same time, I think you can probably take any of those 4 teams, maybe without injuries. You look at Washington and say, hey, there's your first place team.
Right.
The preseason pick number 1 in Class 2A should win a state championship with all the talent they returned from last year. But when you look at Purcell, Lindsay, and Frederick, those are 3 teams that could probably finish 2, 3, and 4 in any order. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's just they're that competitive and that tight. But like you said, you've got a CCS team that could probably sneak in there and bite somebody if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, absolutely. And Comanche, although we just rolled them last week, they came in with high hopes this year.
Yep.
And kind of had a tough preseason and lost a couple of guys to injury. But if they get those guys back, they can do some damage as well. So.
Yep. Well, let's take another timeout, and we will get the teams back out here, get them warmed up, and we'll be back to start with the third quarter, where I believe the Leopards are going to have to kick it back to Purcell to get the third quarter away, so we'll do all of that. And be back with more from Burford Field right after this. This has been the First National Bank halftime show from Burford Field here in Lindsay, brought to you by the First National Bank right here on KBLP Live.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter. The Aaron Springs Baptist Church is a proud supporter of the Lindsay Leopard football team and would like to invite you to join them for Sunday school at 9:30, Sunday morning worship services at 10:45, Sunday evenings at 6, and Wednesdays at 7. Good luck, Leopards, from everybody at Aaron Springs Baptist Church.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
Back here at Burford Field, Greg Peary and Glenn Shoemake here on the mics. J.D. Scruggs over on the computer. Andrew Lyon on the camera up top. And, of course, Brianna Miller back at our studios getting us out live on KBLP FM 105.1. Paige Sutherland also part of this fantastic team. And, of course, our leaders, Kevin Scruggs, Jason Wallenberg. Couldn't do it without any of these guys. Yep. We Glenn and I have got the easy part. They have to do all the hard work.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Leopards will kick it away to start this third quarter.
Ty Ferguson.
Ty Ferguson has it teed up. High short kick again. And it's muffed and then covered back up. And that was Devin Martin who nearly bobbled that, and, of course, that's what you're really hoping out of that kind of a kick, and he covers it up at the 34-yard line, and so that's where the Dragons will start this third quarter.
Yeah, Wyatt April jumped on that pretty quick, but just not quite quick enough. Looks like the chain gangs are getting set right there.
So 1st and 10, Dragons.
Yep.
Gallion brings the offense back out on the field. Knowles in the backfield. He'll go trips left. Single receiver right as Gallion works from the shotgun, and they'll pitch it to Knowles, headed left, has the blockers out front. And, again, just so much speed. It's just, if you've got any blockers in front of him at all, he can make things happen. And he went all the way out to the 45-yard line and picked up 11 yards just like that.
Yeah, looks like Bryce Stubblefield on the tackle there. Nope, that's 28.
That is Shane Jones.
Shane Jones came all the way from his opposite defensive end position to track that down. But you're right. When he's got blockers in front, he's tough.
So trips right this time. Back to pass Gallion. He's got Purcell over the middle. Instead went to the short man. And it falls incomplete. Jack Dodd with the great play on defense.
Yeah, great. Timed that up perfect, and it was a good pass. Jack timed that up where he hit him right when the ball got there, so knocked it loose. So bring up a 2nd and 10.
I thought he was headed to Purcell. He was wide open on that deep slant. But he went to the short man. The Leopards forced this long second now, and that time they corralled Knowles for maybe a yard on the play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, it looks like Priest Williams getting off the bottom of that pile for the Leopards.
This is a big third down play here for the Leopard defense. See if they can force Purcell into a 3-and-out here right off the bat.
Yeah, they were 2 for 6 in third down possessions or third down plays in the first half.
Twins either side. Gallion from the pistol. Back to pass. He's got Knowles in the flat. Now he decides to take it and run, and the Leopards will stop him well short of the first down. Flags fly late. That may not be a good sign. It's at midfield. They held him for a 4-yard gain, but if this is on the Leopards on the extracurriculars in the pile over there, this could be ugly. Had them held short, would probably have forced a punt. So let's see. Looks like they're pointing the way of the Leopards here. This could be an unfortunate penalty right here.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a dead ball, personal foul, face mask on the Leopards. So that hurts because you had them held now with the 4th down, and then all of a sudden a 15-yard penalty is going to put it at your 35-yard line and make it a 1st and 10.
Yeah. So that'll be a conversion on penalty for Purcell, and that'll be the 2nd first down on this drive. So they're down to the 35.
Eubank is split left, twins either side. Gallion from the shotgun. Hands to Knowles right up the middle, and he'll get a few tough yards down to 32. Picks up 3.
Yep, 57, Owen Symington on the tackle.
So 2nd down, call it 7. Maybe closer to 6. They put the ball closer to the 31 than the 32.
Yep.
But again, Ochoa and Eubank will be split left. Tyler and Purcell split right. Now they'll bring Ochoa in motion left to right. And back to pass. They go to Purcell. The 5-yard stop route is complete at the 25, call it the 24-yard line, and they'll give him a 1st down on the 8-yard reception.
Yeah, that was just a stop and turn, and Gallion put it right on him. So another 1st down as Purcell has figured something out here with the passing game to drive the ball down the field.
Everybody worried about that running game of the Boston Knowles, and you pack that box, and then now your safeties and corners are really on an island by themselves there.
Mm-hmm.
Twins either side again for Gallion. Again, they'll bring Ochoa in motion. Fake it to him, give it to Knowles right up the middle, and in register, I believe. Nope, that is Shane Jones. My apologies. Jones rides him to the ground at the 21-yard line, but he still picked up 7 yards. So 2nd down and 3.
No, he picked up 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I've got it. I've got the numbers right in my head.
Yeah.
He picked up 3 at 2nd and 7 instead of picking up 7 at 2nd and 3.
Yeah. Well, so far we've been able to kind of contain him and not let him break out too much. So good job by the Leopard defense.
Back to pass Gallion. He's got Ochoa. That is Eubank out in the flat. And quickly corralled and driven backwards by that Leopard defense. And so it's going to bring up a 3rd down, but a 3rd and short. And they'll spot the ball, looks like the 17-yard line. So a 4-yard reception there. That's the first catch of the night for Eubank.
Yeah, Price Stubblefield with the stop. So that'll bring up 3rd down right here. And they may be in 4-down territory right here, Greg.
I would agree. 3rd and 3, you're at the Leopards' 17-yard line. You're down by 5. 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd. The Leopards look like they're going to bring pressure. They do. They get it around the edge to Knowles. He'll be run out of bounds. Very close to that 1st down marker, though, and it'll depend on the spot. I think they'll probably let him have that as the marker was knocked down, but yes, they will give him the 1st down.
Yeah, Price Stubblefield threw him out of bounds right there, but not before they pick up a 1st down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions this drive, and that's their 4th 1st down.
So 1st and 10 at the Leopard 14-yard line. Gallion trips right, single receiver left, Knowles in motion right, quarterback draw, and he goes nowhere. Owen Symington absolutely blew that up along with Ethan Childers.
Yeah, he just run over, bull brushed his blocker and met Gallion right in the backfield. So loss of, 3?
Yeah, back to the 12-yard line, a loss of, or went from the 14 back to the 17. So a loss of 3, 2nd down 13.
Yeah.
Again, that was a designed quarterback draw, and Childers and Simonton from those inside defensive line spots just blew it up. Again, the pressure comes. Knowles cannot get away. Is that double field? Or is that
Shane
Jones again?
Jones
Again. He is so quick coming off that defensive end.
Yep.
And there was no gain on the play that time from Boston Knowles. And again, the Leopards have forced Purcell to a 3rd and 3 here.
Yep. 3rd and 13.
13. My apologies.
Yep. Yeah, and that's Coach Offholder calling up some pressure now and sending some guys, and it's working right now. You got to make sure you catch them in the backfield, because if you don't, then they may be gone.
Back to pass, Gallion gets pressured, steps up in the pocket, gets hit just as he went to throw it. It's loose. There's flags on the play and a scrum for the ball. And I think Purcell actually comes up with it, but nobody's wanting to move because everybody wants to say, I've got the ball. And I don't know if he threw the flag. Yeah, he waved the flag off. I think what he meant to throw was his marker to show that there was a fumble.
Yeah.
But he ended up throwing the flag. But it'll end up being a 4th down. But, again, the loss back to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, bring up a 4th and 15. So they will be going for it, it looks like. So
this is a huge play right here for this Leopard defense. The fans.
Yeah, after they drove this deep, if you can get a stop right here and get the ball back to your offense, that's going to be awesome.
Got to hurry up and get the play off. Gallion rolls to his left, throws into the end zone, and he threw it or turned his receiver around. He had Eubank, and Eubank had a chance, but he threw it to the opposite shoulder, and it'll fall incomplete, and the Leopard defense has forced a turnover on downs as Purcell had it at the Lindsay 14-yard line.
Yeah, Eubank snuck in there behind our defense, and fortunate that the Gallion thought he was going one way, and Eubank went the other and got turned around and fell harmlessly in the end zone.
Hey, there you go. I like how you described that. Yep. 5:59 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Leopards get the ball back for the first time here in the second half at their own 14. Ramming has Vaughn in the backfield. He's got twins right, single receiver left. And if they get to Vaughn, Ramming keeps it himself. He's headed around the left side over here, and he gets run out of bounds.
And he's run out of bounds there by Austin Burton, but not before he gets a pretty good gain right there. Picks up about 6.
Yeah, gets out to the looks like the 27-yard line. That'll be.
Oh, that's more than 6.
Yeah.
Well, I was looking at the down marker over there.
Yeah, started at the 19. I think I said 14-yard line a while ago. It starts at the 19, goes to the 27 for 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. Ramming. This time to Vaughn. Vaughn right up the middle, got a big hole in the first down. He'll cross the 30 and get to the 34-yard line, maybe the 30. Yeah, they'll give him the 34.
Yeah, and again, Purcell, touchdown-saving tackle right there maybe, because free safety, back safety right there comes up and tackles Vaughn, or he may be gone. But great hole opened up right there by that line. And they're starting – both teams are starting to – they've made some adjustments at halftime, and it's working.
Twins right, Padilla the lone receiver left, low snap. Ramey gets it to Vaughn, and Vaughn across the 35. And they're saying the ball is loose, and Purcell says they have it. Let's see what the official says. And there's been no signal of a turnover.
Saying 2nd down.
Yep. The Dragons were trying their best to sell that one, and hey, you can't blame them. That's what they're out there for.
Yeah.
Pick up a 4 on the play for Jacob Vaughn. Takes it to the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 6. That's something you have to be careful of, because you know you're stripping at that ball when you've got 4 or 5 guys trying to tackle you.
Yep.
Ramming back to pass this time. Has time. Looking. Still can't find anybody. Still has time. Throws that in the flat. Caught and dropped. Nice gain on the play. That's Register on the reception on the far side of the field. He'll be across the 40.
Yep, Ty Jasperson right there with the tackle, but they didn't give him forward progress because he caught it within a yard, and so that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3.
Yep, about 3 on the reception. Single receiver, 2 tight ends. Ramming And Vaughn again moved early. This one's going to come back. Did not make it. This one wonder if Purcell may decline this. He did not get the first down here. It's an illegal shift again as Vaughn moved early. So we'll see if Purcell decides to back him up 5 or make him go to 4th down right here.
Yeah.
And it looks like they will decline the penalty. They're going to mark it at the 42-yard line. This will be a 4th down and 2, and the Leopards think better of it. They're going to go back and punt.
Yeah.
You're on your side of the 50. That's probably a smart move.
Yeah, definitely. You're wanting to make sure you get that field position that you won that first half.
Ramming gets a high snap, gets off a nice high wobbly punt, and it'll take a nice Leopard bounce, head to the sideline, and they'll down it just inside the 25-yard line of Purcell. So Leopards could not do anything on their first possession either, but forced Purcell back inside their own 25 with 3:34 left to go here in the third quarter, and the Leopards still hanging on to that 12-7 lead.
Yeah. See if we can stop them before they get as deep as they did last time.
Let's not get to the 19 this time.
The defense has played well all night, and so I think Coach Hembry knows that, and he's going to put it on the backs of the defense right here.
Twins either side with Knowles in the backfield. Gallion back to pass, looking to his left, and tried to short arm one out there to Ochoa, and it falls short and incomplete.
Yeah, and just trying to use that short passing game almost like a run game. And I'd much rather they be throwing the ball, although like we said at halftime, they can definitely do that at a pretty good pace. But I know I saw too much Boston Knowles the other night in Lexington.
Yep, it's that can be scores in a hurry. Trips right, Eubanks the lone receiver left. Knowles in the backfield. Gallion from the shotgun. Trap play. He sent it right up the middle, and there's Knowles with a big hole, making guys miss, and he'll get across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and just like that, he can pick up 13 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Emmanuel Aguero there with the tackle, but that's the 5th first down for Purcell here in the third quarter, and so.
And it's a simple trap play right up the middle. I mean, there was nothing fancy. It was just once he breaks that first line of defense, he can make guys miss and move so quick.
Yeah, is that his longest run?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it was 11 previous to that, so that was a 13. He's got a 10, 11, and a 13 for his 3 longest.
Yep.
And again, Knowles
They
and
moved.
flags fly as they
they
jumped, and we're going to back them up 5.
Yep.
Move it back to the 32-yard line, make it first down and 15.
Yep. Yeah, and that's something we really haven't talked about is the penalties. Is both teams have had penalties at inopportune times, and
there hasn't been a bunch of them, but they've come at the Leopard face mask a while ago. You had them at 4th down, and you give them a first down through that. There's twice now that both teams have come up with first downs through a penalty.
Yep.
Again, Gallion. They throw the quick one to Purcell, and he tipped it. And I think that's one, if Hines would have known it went straight up in the air, he could have gone after that one and pulled it down, but it'll just fall harmlessly incomplete.
Yep.
And that'll bring up now a second down and 15 from the 32.
They caught us in a blitz right there. Brody Ramming went on a blitz, and we were fortunate that was incomplete because they had a blocker in front of the only defender between the receiver and the goal line. So sometimes luck plays a part of it.
Absolutely. So 2nd and 15, the ball at the 32. Gallion with twins either side, back to pass. Gets rolled out of the pocket. Jones chasing him, and he'll get it out in the flat complete. But then that is a great defensive play over there. And I'm trying to see,
That's Seth Padilla.
Padilla, number 25, who absolutely made sure that Ochoa was not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, Seth's played well out there tonight. And, it brings up a 3rd down. See if we can get off the field right here.
So it's 3rd down, let's say 8. That was 7 yards on the reception for Ochoa. Big third down play here for the Leopard defense. Twins either side. Knowles the lone setback. Gallion from the shotgun. Back to pass. Over the middle. And it's registered with the interception. And he'll get down into Purcell territory at the 34-yard line. Big interception. He just jumped that route and stepped right in front of the receiver.
Yeah, great job. Great anticipation, and sets up the Leopard offense at the 34-yard line, I believe.
34 of Purcell.
Yep. So great job by Andon jumping that route, and that'll really help.
And that'll also be another $50 donation to Lindsay High School from First National Bank in Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
Twins right, single receiver left, and the Leopards got all kinds of movement. Purcell trying to say it was Lindsay, and let's see, they do call the jump on the Leopards. They're going to back them up. Again, not a bunch of penalties, but you're getting them at the worst time. That makes it up to the 39 and makes it 1st and 15.
Yeah.
Had great field position. He still do.
Yeah.
But Padilla's going to move to the far left now. Register and Stubblefield will be split right.
Yeah, if we could go down and stretch this out to a 2-score game, that would be huge.
Jones in the slot right. And Ferguson on the run, runs over people, gets to the 30 before he's finally gang tackled there. Another huge play on a 9-yard run.
He lost it.
They're going to say he fumbled it, and Ferguson doesn't even have a helmet on, but they're going to say, and now we have flags flying where there's nothing but Leopards sitting there, so we may have just gone from bad to worse. Not only would we turn the play over, but you may add 15 to it for something that may have been said. Jacob Vaughn tried to complain that they ripped his helmet off early on, and now they've got Ferguson, but going to get probably tagged with that one. I'm saying probably someone there saying something about the fact that there was something going on in the pile. But again, that's an unfortunate turnover. Is an interception for Andon Register, and now a fumble for the Leopards.
Yeah, it gives it right back.
And again, even worse, you're going to add 15 yards and move the ball out to the 45-yard line for the Purcell Dragons to give them great field position with this minute and a half left to go.
Yeah.
The Leopard defense right back on the field. Gallion has twins either side with Knowles in the backfield. Give it to Knowles, sprints left, cuts up inside, and then gets stuffed shy of midfield, but again, just that quick. He picks up 4 yards before you can really even know where he's at.
Yeah, Price Stubblefield there with the tackle.
So 2nd down, call it 6. The ball at the 49 of Purcell. We go close to a minute left to go here in the 3rd. Purcell trailing the Leopards 12-7. Again, twins either side for Gallion. The pressure right up the middle, and Knowles runs right past it. They'll gang tackle him at the 40. But again, ramming right up the middle, and Knowles went right past him in the opposite hole, and he gets 11 yards to the Leopard 40.
Yeah, 6 first downs for Purcell in the second half. And, the Leopard defense has been don't break so far this second half, but see if we can get a handle on this.
They'll bring Ochoa in motion left to right. And give it to Knowles. Knowles dances to the outside, and he is dropped for a loss. And Ferguson was out there, I believe.
Price Stubblefield.
Stubblefield with him.
Yep.
And we've got flags laying at the line of scrimmage, so let's see what this is. Ochoa's come in motion twice or 3 times now, and I always thought he starts toward the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped, and I always thought that's illegal. And they are going to call an illegal shift this time.
Yeah.
So that will back the Dragons up. Should put it back in midfield, I believe.
Well, it's a 5-yard penalty.
And actually they're going to mark it off to the 45. You are correct. 1st and 15.
Yeah, it's 1st and 15 or 2nd and 11.
I'm almost leaning toward the 2nd and 11, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, but Twins either side again for Gallion with Knowles in the backfield to his left. We go 5 seconds left. This will be the final play of this third quarter. Again, Ochoa in motion, and they're going to look for Tyler down the sideline, and he can't get there.
Yeah.
Great coverage back there by Jack Dodd once again.
Yeah,
as that one falls incomplete.
Yep, and that's the end of the third quarter.
12-7, Leopards on top. You do not want to miss the final stanza of this one. We're back after this timeout. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank in Lindsay right here on KBLP Live.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
Fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church. I'd like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. Also, I'd like to invite you to come to Judgment House and experience this walk-through drama with a life-changing message. The dates are October 26th, 27th, 29th, and 30th. Call our church office, 756-2266, for more information. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards and wish all of our student athletes and our marching band a successful season this fall. Go Leopards!
So we start the fourth quarter with the Dragons on offense. They're at 2nd and 15 at the Leopard 45-yard line. Gallion has trips right, single receiver left. He's going to keep it himself right up the middle, and I saw a helmet fall off to somebody back there. It's funny, the Leopards keep getting their helmets knocked off back there. But, again, looks like are we talking about a flag here?
No.
The play went to the 39-yard line, but the officials look like they're confused about what they're doing with the ball is the only reason I asked. 38-yard line. So a pickup of 7 is going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yep.
Big 3rd down play again for this Leopard defense, although I think the Dragons would probably go for it on 4th here if they end up there. The Leopards pressure. It's out in the flat and behind Knowles. That is not when Gallion wanted to get rid of that ball. But, again, the Leopards bring the pressure and force an inerrant pass.
Yeah, great job by Priest Williams in there pressuring, and it was coming from the backside over there, too. I think Shane Jones, who's been in the backfield all night long.
Shane Jones has been living back there.
Yep.
So this is 4th down. We said they'd go for it here. 4th and 8. Another big 4th down opportunity for the Leopard defense. Trips left. Single receiver right. Gallion's back to pass. Let's see if they can get pressure on him again. They do. And
they
didn't
got
get away from him.
Had a kid, Shane Jones, with a huge sack.
Tell you what, Shane Jones has been huge tonight on that defensive end spot. And the Leopards forced the 2nd turnover on downs tonight on the Purcell offense.
Yeah, great. He's got some strong hands because that's the 2nd time he's grabbed that jersey and held on and threw him down.
Held on for dear life and took him to the ground.
Yep.
So the Leopards get it back. 11:23 to go in the ball game, leading by 5 at 12-7. And Ramming will bring the offense back out. Padilla is going to be split left.
Yeah, and again, I think, Leopards, you want to run some clock, but you want to go score right here.
Ramming to Vaughn. Vaughn up the middle, and not a whole lot there. A couple of tough yards. So he'll go from the 42 to the 44.
Yeah, that was number 5, Riker Fink, on the tackle.
2nd down and 8. Leopards at their own 44. Twins right, single receiver left. Back to pass, Ramming.
Oh, he's
has
got him.
time now. He's rushed out of the pocket, and now he's just going to throw it, and it's caught
My Andon Register.
Register takes a big hit right there from Guffmuller, but he's going to be very close to a first down. I think they're going to mark him a yard short at the Purcell 49.
Yeah, they're checking it out.
They're looking at it across the field, and we may get a measurement here. Not sure if you can hear, there's several Leopard fans here saying first down, but they're going to bring the chains across the field. So we'll do a measurement here. But this is, again, this is a huge drive for the Leopard offense. Defense has come up big, big, big time and again tonight, but the offense needs to put one in the end zone right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be I'm not saying it's the nail in the coffin because Purcell's offense is so potent, but it would definitely make me breathe a lot better.
Yeah, both of us. So they will measure. And, of course, I can't see the ball or where the stick is. We'll just have to go based on what they say here. He's going to be about a half yard short. So it is going to be a third down and 1 or less than 1. And he'll be at the 49 of Purcell, and he being the Leopard offense.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what Coach Foster dials up here as he's facing this third down. Again, I'm figuring this is 2-down territory for the Leopards. This close, unless you end up with a big loss on this play or something goes wrong, I think you're going to go 2 plays to get this final yard. Trips left. Vaughn the lone setback. Ramming works from the pistol as Shane Jones is going to be lined up tight end right. Ramming. Give it to Vaughn. Vaughn, huge hole. Yeah. And he's still on his feet at the 40 and dropped down at the 39.
Yeah, he pile-drived Austin Burton right there and picked up about 3 more yards before Payson Purcell could bring him down.
And that's what Jacob Vaughn does best. Straight ahead, give him the ball, and he will just flat run over you, and he picks up 10 yards when they needed a foot.
Yeah, a huge conversion right there on third down. Keep the clock running, keep the drive alive.
So first and 10 Leopards, the Purcell 39. Back to Vaughn. And this time Vaughn finds it tough going. Got a couple to the 37. Second down and 8. And now you want to run that clock. You want to use as much of it as you possibly can. There's still 9:52 left, but
yeah, you want to use clock, but you want to score too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're kind of flipping the field right here too. We talked about that field position, so huge.
Ramming again from the pistol. Again, fakes it to Vaughn out in the flat.
Oh,
got a register at the 20, the 15, and knocked out of bounds shy of the 10. But the Leopards were going to have great field position, and they're marking him at the 15-yard line.
Great job. Great. Andon turned and went, and quick hitter right there. They found something in Andon Register's matchup that they're exploiting, and they are definitely making a huge impact on this drive.
Ramming, they get the nose guard to jump. That is number 65.
Yep.
That is Derek Cravens.
Yep.
Jumps, and the Leopards will get that 1st and 5 now and move the ball to the Purcell 10-yard line.
Yeah.
So Padilla and Stubblefield are split left. Register split right. Shane Jones is lined up tight end right. Vaughn the lone setback for Ramming as he'll work from the shotgun. 9:30 left to go in the ball game. Give it to Vaughn, looking for a blocker.
There he
Falls
goes.
him at the 5, knocked down at the 3, and the Leopards will have a 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and again, Peyton Purcell with the touchdown-saving tackle, but that'll be 1st and goal. See if the Leopards can punch it in here.
Maybe almost too quick.
Yeah.
Still 9 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Well, as long as we score, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. So they'll go Twins right this time with Stubblefield and Register. Padilla, the lone receiver, left. Shane Jones is tied in right. Ramming from the pistol, gets it to Vaughn, hops over the line, and then gets pushed down. No gain on the play that time for Jacob Vaughn.
Yeah, Cravens right there grabbed him by the legs as he went airborne and held him to a minimal gain, if any.
So 2nd and goal now from the 3. And Coach Foster again signaling in the play from the sideline. And play clock down to 15. Still have time here. Game clock at 8:20 and counting. They'll give it to Fink. Fink looking for someplace to go.
Yeah.
They grab him in the backfield and or in the end zone, and he manages to get out to about the 3. But this is going to bring up a long 3rd down and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Shane Jones did a good job of getting in there and getting a hand on him, but he pulled loose, and Ty Ferguson finished him off right there for a short gain. That'll bring up a big 3rd down play right here for the Leopards.
They had 2 blocking backs over to the right side, tried to fake everybody out, bring Fink back to the left. It didn't work. Now they'll go Twins either side. Knowles in the backfield. Gallion back to pass. Over the middle, he's got Eubank. Look out, he's got some wheels, and he's going to have a 1st down all the way out across the 20 to the 23-yard line, and that 20-yard reception is going to get Purcell in business.
Yeah, Arroyo with the tackle right there, but that was a big 3rd down conversion for Purcell.
Had him deep, could have forced him to punt, and you let him get that one. Again, that's just the 2nd reception tonight for Lincoln Eubank.
Yeah, the Leopards were really close in getting Gallion, but just couldn't quite get there.
Again, Twins either side. Gallion from the shotgun, low snap, gets it to Knowles. Knowles gets to the 25, and that's about it. He'll pick up a couple. Brings up a 2nd down and 8, and the clock runs with 4.5 to go.
Yeah, Ethan Childers again in there on the tackle.
Both teams still with 3 timeouts, so 4 minutes on the clock, and all your timeouts is a ton of time. The Leopard defense would love to get a stop right here, though. Again, Twins either side. Gallion. Back to pass. Looks left. Now looks right. Threw over the middle. It's caught. Guthmuller on the reception. And I think they'll have him at the 31-yard line. So he got 6, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, and registered there on the play, but that's at 5 yard. They just turn around in front of the defender, and Gallion does a good job of hitting them, but this is another 3rd down.
Clock at 3.5 to go and still running. Back to pass Gallion. Again out in the flat, and it's caught by Ochoa. He's at the 40 and gets run out of bounds across the 45 to the 47-yard line. And now he walks it up to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, and he's out of bounds, so that stops the clock at 3:24. Clock's got to be a issue right here for Purcell. They're still on their end of the field. See if the defense can step up right here. This is game-winning time.
Absolutely. Again, Twins either side. Single back set, Ochoa in motion from left to right. And they'll give it to Knowles up the middle, and he's wrapped up and dropped for the loss.
Ethan Childers again.
Childers again, right up the middle, and he stops Knowles. And they'll drop him back at the 47-yard line. A loss of 1 brings up a 2nd and 11. More importantly, the clock's still running now as we approach 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, inside 3 minutes, and they don't seem to be in too much of a hurry.
Eubank and Ochoa split left. Guthmuller goes right along with Jet Tyler. Knowles the lone setback. Back to pass. Gallion crossed out of the bucket. Nearly sacked. He got away. Still looking downfield and nearly intercepted. That was
what a play.
Almost 2 huge defensive plays there. Nearly got the huge sack and nearly got the interception. And it ends up just falling incomplete. And with 2:39, the clock stopped. So, folks, I have to say a big apology. We had a computer crash on us and couldn't have come at the worst possible time.
Oh.
So the Leopard defense forces Purcell into a 4th and 11 and ended up, and that was at their own 46-yard line. Throw the pick. Andon Register comes up with his 2nd interception of the night. Another First National Bank turnover, another $50 donation to Lindsay High School from First National Bank on behalf of Andon Register. And, again, the Leopards run that back. You get it all the way back to the Purcell 38-yard line. And this is the 3rd play of that drive now with the clock down to 52 seconds left to go in the ballgame. And the Leopards now can work on just running out this clock. Purcell still has 1 timeout left they can call here, but the Leopards looking like they may try to hang on to the win this one.
Yep.
To stop that 6-game losing streak against the Dragons, and they're going to just let the play clock run and take a knee.
Yep.
And we'll see if Purcell decides to use their final timeout. They do.
Yep.
So this is going to make it now 2nd down and 10, or actually 2nd and 12 since Ramming was back behind the line.
He's actually going to be farther than 12.
The yard marker I was looking at.
That's what
football.
I'm
with you. It's back at the back now at the 31-yard line. So that was back 6 yards. So 2nd and 16.
Yeah.
But the Leopards. Again, we apologize for the loss there. The computer it couldn't handle all the excitement. That's what it was. It just couldn't handle all this excitement. And the Leopard defense, I think you got to give a game ball to everybody on that defensive side of the ball tonight.
Yeah, they played great. They got pressure on him and threw it across the middle. Andon Register sitting back there, read it, and come up and picked it. And now we just got to hold on to the ball here.
Run that final 40 seconds off the clock. This may be, we'll get one more snap here. Depends on how long it takes before he takes the knee. Now he'll take it with 42 on the clock, and now they're actually almost dead synced up between the play clock and game clock.
Yep.
So that may be it. And it looks like both teams are leaving the field. The Lindsay Leopards are going to come away with that 28-mile Rumble Trophy.
Yep. Great win. Great win.
Again, offense did what they had to when they had to, but this was a defensive battle, both sides of the ball. Dragon defense the same way. I mean, they held the Leopards to just 12 points. Leopards hold Purcell to 7, but it's, again, the defensive battle all the way around. And really here in the second half, you look at the drives, so you get Purcell had a turnover on downs, went for it on fourth down and didn't make it. Leopards punt. Purcell throws an interception in the next drive. The Leopards turned right around and fumbled it right back to them. 2 more series turnover on downs, one from Purcell, one for the Leopards. Purcell gets it back. They throw another interception. The 3rd interception thrown tonight by Brody Gallion. But, again, great effort from both these teams. You build this as the rivalry and how close these teams are matched, and now that they're in the same district, this is huge. This is now the Leopards are up 2-0 in district play. They are now 5-1 or 4-1 on the season. It's big to pick up that 2nd win.
Yeah, and for district standings and everything else, this was going to be a tough one coming in, and Leopards absolutely stepped up and made it happen. Great coaching. You could just tell both teams were really well coached to stop what the other team did best. But in the end, too much Lindsay defense there and turned Purcell back when they were really close. And Purcell, you got to hats off to them. They held us down here, allegedly.
We don't have video proof of that, but no pylon cams. That's what we need. But again, that was exactly how they beat Alva. It was 14 seconds on the clock. Alva had a 4th and goal inside the 1-yard line, and the Dragon defense holds Alva out of the end zone, and that's how they hang on and win that ball game against Alva, the first game of the year. So Purcell's defense is just stellar, and so that's you got to take your hats off to them. And you hate that in a game like this that you get a loser in this one, but the Dragons do fall to the Lindsay Leopards 12-7 in this one, and they are hoisting that trophy, the 28-mile Rumble trophy that, again, Jason Bridwell State Farm, thank you for pulling that out. It will stay in Lindsay for a year. And we'll see what happens next year. I need to quickly just give you a couple of numbers here because, again, there wasn't a whole lot of offense by either team here in the second half. But unofficially, Jacob Vaughn for the Leopards leads the way rushing. He ended up with 16 carries and 63 yards tonight on the ground for the Leopards. Through the air, it was and registered. Not only did he have the 2 interceptions, he had both of the touchdowns for the Lindsay Leopards there in that first half. There was an 8-yarder and a 29-yarder. He ended up with 62 yards on 4 catches tonight. Ramming was stellar. In fact, the only 2 passes he threw in the second half were completed to and register. So he was 2 for 2. So that makes him what? 8 of 10.
8 of 10.
8 of 10. Yep.
That's
80%.
80%.
8 of 10 for. I had 25 to that, so 114 yards. Pretty good night. 2 touchdowns.
Absolutely.
So again, a big win for the Leopards. They will move to 4-1 on the season, and then you'll see the Dragons drop to 3-2. They'll drop to 1-1 in district play, and the Leopards will be on the road next week over in Little Axe. And again, reminder, that game is on Thursday night in Little Axe. So mark your calendars. That is not a Friday night game next week. It is on Thursday night in Little Axe, and we'll take on the Indians. And then the following game is also on Thursday night, the week of fall break. But we'll be back here at Burford Field to take on the Washington Warriors on another Thursday night game. So next 2 games are Thursday nights. Make sure you mark your calendars for that. I think Glenn is trying to look up some of these final scores here. I know a couple of the ones we were really wanting to check in on. The Washington game, the Blanchard-Newcastle game was scoreless when we had checked on it earlier. So are you ready?
Not quite.
Not quite? Let me see if I can run some more.
Here, talk about these stats.
Talk about those stats because I didn't get your defensive stats at halftime, so I can maybe throw some of these out at you. So for first downs, the Leopards end up with 9 first downs in the ball game. Purcell ends up with 14, so they do get 5 more first downs than the Leopards do. But I don't know how the whole defense did so well tonight, but Price Stubblefield, 8 tackles on the night, leads the way for the Leopards. Purcell led by Payson Purcell. He ends up with 7 tackles on his own tonight. Third downs, the Leopards were 4 of 7, looks like, on third down conversions, and for Purcell, 1, 2, 3, 4, that makes them 6 of 10 in third down conversions on the night. Fourth down conversions, the Leopards 0 for 2, and Purcell ends up 0 for 4 on the night for fourth down conversions. But again, I think probably the other side of that, when you go look at Boston Knowles, he had 39 yards at halftime on 8 carries. He ends up with 17, 30, 34, 45, 46. So he ends up with 85 yards on 17 carries. Again, that's a good night for any back. For Boston Knowles, that's like, okay, I should have had that in the first half.
Yeah.
But again, a big night for the Leopards.
Yeah, great job. Takes gets them tied with Washington for the lead in the district, and huge step in the right direction. We've got some area scores here. This game went so fast. None of these are finals. One is Washington is ahead of Community Christian 35-7 in the third quarter. The rest of these are fourth quarter scores. Comanche leading Crooked Oak 42-26.
Wow.
In that one. Frederick all over Little Axe 48-0 in the fourth. That's the district. The Blanchard-Newcastle game, Blanchard up 19-0 in the fourth.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a good – I live in Blanchard.
Yep.
So, and go to church up there. That's a good thing. I like to see Blanchard do well in that. So,
yep.
So, all right. With that, we're going to say goodnight. It's a big win. And, again, our apologies. You deal with technology. You're going to get bit once in a while. And the sad part was it bit us at probably the worst possible time because it's such an exciting part of the game. But as it turned out, the Leopards pull out the win. And end up with a 12-7 victory over the Purcell Dragons. And again, our apologies for the glitch, but a big thank you, JD, quickly got us back online and back on the air.
After he got over his panic attack. Yeah.
Maybe we need to tell Kevin we need new stuff.
Yeah.
But wait, this is new stuff.
Yeah.
What am I talking about?
Yeah.
It's all new stuff.
Yeah.
Well, with that, a big thank you again to JD Scruggs. Did a great job over here on the computer. Andrew Lyon up on the camera. Paige Sutherland doing all the programming and the behind-the-scenes graphic stuff for us. Appreciate her. Brianna Miller back at the studios. Could not do this without her at all, and appreciate her a great deal for doing all of that. She does a great job for us. We don't get to talk to her much anymore.
No.
We just get to talk to her all the time.
Yeah.
Dawson give Dawson a chance to argue with me and bark at me.
Yeah.
So, but
and
Glenn.
Ainsley,
yes, absolutely. Got to remember Ainsley.
Yeah.
So, Glenn, great job.
You too.
Again, a big shout out to the Lindsay Leopardette softball team, regional champs, headed to the state tournament up at Hall of Fame Stadium, and I believe I heard the announcement. It'll be Thursday, probably next week sometime. So stay tuned. KBLP will bring you all the info on that, who they play, when they play, and which field they'll play on, that kind of thing. So Jason Wallenberg will bring you all that if you'll stay tuned here on KBLP FM 105.1. But my name is Greg Peary. For all of us here at KBLP, 12-7, Leopards pick up the win. 2-0 in district, 4-1 overall. They'll head to Little Axe next Thursday night. Until we see you all then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
The First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's football broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, a personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.